Come on, clap your hands on it. Come on. Donyeji.
95.1.
It's a brand new Monday morning. And a very wonderful morning to you across the national capital. Hey, hey. Bam, bam. For my way. That's right. Come on, everybody, clap it for the Lord. We need the Mr. Speaker, Kwame Appiah Kubi, highly grateful once again for the Monday morning like this. I don't pay my mamunina, Nami Mamunina, Papa, to Nsempa on 95.1. But you are to free Sabria, because he said, don't do a bebo. We are in high spirits. Show veterans on the background. And then 13th October 2025, the year of our Lord. It's a blissful Monday morning. Welcome back from the weekend with that massive victory by the Black Stars. Here we go, America, here we come. La 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 la. I tell you about Pacho no sia boy, you don't see a cassia boy at the Brefo, I don't pay. And what she, the family was so the Brefo. I could even send the best 2 hours. So the one crash I moved from Wahoo doing it on one pay. Your baby body in a so at the Amabo. Not your way to come on. Sabria, because it's non do better to stay with us. The team in and why you set and pay your day and some Pajumediano and the Emperor. Now, Appiah says, as I said, yes, you are who doing it in your bohom by and the forest are who doing it. The government is making preparations to ban mining along the water bodies and as well our major forest. And Appiah will tell you more on that. Government's resolve to end Galamsey. The campaign is on, and Appiah will bring you more details on that. Now, and the Ministry of Health and the statement about granting amnesty to Nancy Niba for our demonstration. Now, what could cancel be brave? And Appiah Ministry is one more than informed so the action. Until you be more and come on. Come on. I said this already more come on out of pay you did you media you know at the Brefo me did Mr. Speaker highly grateful and pay more chair more cast munina yeah mamunina chair and mamunina Kwame. Those of you around Greater Accra in the other regions and pay me mamunina chair more chair more private cars more pay me chair munina. Those of you are more free Kumasi Takra the Cape Coast. Oh, applaud. I never knew that. No pay Mamunina, Mamunina, Kwame. I feel more Mutin and Moshaman and a wonderful Monday morning to all of you. You must welcome on board. Stay with us for the big news. We'll be right back after the 6 a.m. news bulletin. Good morning, and you must welcome.
The Lord and dance in this place. Come on.
manu tua. Wonua FM 95.1. Yendwene mo ho kan.
Adishma Manusia po Yamagana Dishenada Achen Asai Emma Kwaba Bonuya 95.1 from Central for Yakway Emu and Samoa now watch over front Kwamba say ya Tomodia Music King whatever some dear Frodi Happy Bossy Promo Edimo Dancia Nes Asido was that any money dear now Emu some Central for Tassin and Sappers Penuco in I am a Enyansa from the Abres move from Musonyada yes you could just so croceno a bridgina so see the best Musano Panusia Brim Cassia and Dwara Nsempa na kasie no etimu akotene na ewia ensem no nyina yebone tofa na afia to de apim ewo neonline.com wo call money broadcast mo efoni eta ho na wakenkan nyina na afi watiase kama na ni manyina so etimi akoyi na no pa Facebook no yegina so pampe nti uba comment wo like na wasan ahye kasie no na afi yakoyi ni mu a Lois Adama no pa ye ne kasie na dem trodo na empanyin dia ba betu bia kyerese teacher fo bebrebe won mo a wo ka se bia wo mo enkwa mia wudo bia ya na wo mo nan nya de mo ko upiemo isman prusi ne mpeso aso a enjiama teacher fo ho akwa atwe pa wo mpeso no so mpanyini achemo na abankra achepanyini wo afutu
95.1
de atwia se woni etoba agi ba na gadam sei ye hwe se betimi atuase no a wo mo mfa boga nya so wo mo kona se wo mo kwagire ade sie no a wo miompa esanse ya ka na wo mu emfie na gadam se hu sansem ya abrekum yisi NDC ene adwom training ene na pamfo so akoyire ade hye no se ja wo mo hya asase mu na wo mo sense ase no abusuan sam na doso ebika yewu na sabre mesi nkonwa mede ebesom se anopa no nsia bere mu kase mede ene enhrapa buodu afei ensem nkyiremu eba Abusia free anopai yemomodiana ensemno ya yenchichim fiko emfa emona yesase dia na yekwa akwasase ewo enmasua ensemo na eneyi mpanyini de aba betudwa opiem ewo East Mamprusi a wo mo ekiremu ese eneyi no achechefo bebre na yetimi kaso wedi omesenko atifido mantemo na se atifia pue mantemo na jamonko bo adwuma se East Mamprusi wo mo kiremu aneyi atichafo bebrebe na yetom ko no a wo wedi waso nyaade amekọ sanse ensem bebre na apiepimo a na North East Regional Director Edema Education ayo panyini Simon amukasi wono na wode nsema atudwa kyese hadwene pa nti ama enkoda wase wo munya kyekye mapa kyeromade wo Mamprusi ne mpeso aso no bebre ne wone a kyese wo mpeso mbeko nti anwumasua no kamia yese ya asini trase anesa wo besi ozi nye media mini teacher ni enti nyaade amekọ ne no na wo panyino de atudwa kyese hadwene enti empanyino mamode na ja wo mo sori nyina ho.
The teachers are working under bad conditions, and I was touched that I have to motivate them. And I saw that a lot of teachers are also leaving the municipality, even though we have a very low deployment of teachers. Yet a lot of them are leaving. So I realized that if I come out with this particular innovative, it will help motivate the teachers to enable them stay on for a very long time before they leave. And that is why I got them motivated. When I had an engagement with the stakeholders, and then I saw that they were buying into my vision, and so I carried it out. So I wrote letters for financial support, either in kind or cash. And fortunately for me, with the help of God, I cannot claim it. It is the help of God. I was able to get these marvelous items.
Abjawe ane ensamua penyina woda enmasua no ewo North East mantimuni mo penyini Simon wɔde atwodwa na ɛno akyi no ave Dr. Musa ye Yamba wɔno gyina simpie ni apa so kyɛ sɛ akane na wɔyɛ principal de ma Dambai College of Education wɔpanyini de atwodwa kyɛ sɛ wɔn de twodwa sɛ wei ne teacher motivation na afei apɛ bi kakra de ata wɔn akyi sɛ ne yɛto kɔ ano a sɛ yie na mpanyini de bɛma wɔ na nneɛma nyinaa nso atumi akɔ yi wɔ sɛ yɛn no bɛtumi aboa koraa ahyɛ wɔn a wɔsɛ wɔn tumi kɔ na wɔn kɔkɔ kyerɛkyerɛ adeɛ wɔn pɛ so ano so no wɔn nso wɔn kɔn bɛdɔ sɛ wɔn bɛkɔ akɔkyerɛ adeɛ nti agya boa mu adeɛ kakra de ma wɔn a nneɛma nyinaa bɛtumi atɔ yie.
In fostering teacher motivation is essential for the creation of a sustainable educational environment. Stakeholders, including government officials, school administrators, parents, chiefs, NGOs, philanthropists, private individuals, and even students, communities, and teachers themselves can play a vital role in motivating teachers by way of engagement, providing moral and material support, among others.
Abusua wei ane nsema Dr. Musa Yamba wono akane na wɔyɛ principal de Madambai College of Education na wɔde atwodwa na dwumadi ɛkɔ so a ɛmu asansɛm nyinaa bɛda abedwasrede na kyɛ sɛ yɛbɔ teacherfo aba so na wɔpanyina de ahenkyɛ hyɛ no sɛ overall best ɛyɛ runner na kyɛ sɛ ɔno ɛna ɔtɔ so mmienu ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Isman Purisi ɛne ne mpɛsoa so ɛwɔ afimu a no wɔpanyini de tudwa yɛ na agya yɛ ka asɛm bi ɛzo kyerɛkyerɛni ɛne nakatua na sɛ ne bibia wɔ soro enti yɛ ma lalamia bi kura no wɔhwɛ heaven sɛ agya wokɔkɔpie mu a wɔkatua nyinaa na kyɛ sɛ yɛpia deɛ ma wɔ sɛ saa asɛm no nyinaa no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛde tua akyie na abasobɔ bi wɔ hɔ no a yɛde bɔ teacherfoɔ na afei yɛhyɛ ɔmo na yɛsɔ ɔmo asene wɔ deɛ a wɔbɛyɛ bia wo sɛ adwuma a wɔmo bɔ no adwuma pa.
The school National GSS and the entire family, I want to say a big thank you all of everyone for the God bless us in Jesus' name. Amen.
Eji wei teacher ni akyɛ sɛ wɔno ɛne ɛbɔ n'aba so paa na regional director de ma education no ɛna wɔde atodwa kyɛ sɛ wei sɛdeɛ wɔn ka no bɛtumi aboa papapapapa ama nneɛma nyinaa akɔ yie na abusua yɛnte nsi kwantempɔ foforɔ so na agya yɛnkɔ yɛnim aban krakye panyini ɛwɔ afutu ɛyɛ wɔ panyini a ne din ne Reverend Atta Mensa wɔde atodwa ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛnɛ no wɔhwɛ eligama ne gadamse sɛdeɛ ɛgu so a yɛbɔ ɛhomɔden sɛ yɛbɛtumi atu aseɛ na nneɛma nyinaa yɛ susuro paa no ade akyɛ sɛ ɛden paa na aban krakye panyini ɛwɔ afutu yi ɛde nsɛm atodwa sɛ wɔne a yɛyi wɔn sɛ wɔn nto ban nye ban na galamse ho nsɛnsɛm a ɛgya wɔn tu so sa na afei yɛhunu sɛ nneɛma nyinaa bɛtumi akɔ yi a na bambɔfoɔ no wɔn nam tɛntɛn no ana ebi nam kɔ abiridwom ebi nso nam nsuo nkyɛnkyɛn na Reverend ɛde atodwa kyerɛ sɛ wɔbɛsrɛ paa bambɔfoɔ no wɔn mfa bɔgɛ nyɛ swan wɔn kɔkye sɛ kwabrane ɛhyɛ kɔ abiridwom na sɛ ɔtete nsuo ni kyɛ sɛ wɔdware osu wɔyɛ deɛ no wɔyɛ gadamse wɔn kura no wɔn nyere no paa san sɛ gadamse ko no yɛ nyinaa ne wɔsɛ yɛde yɛn ho gyi mɔ na wɔn hwɛ nsuo paa ne yɛasɛe no a ayerɛhɔ paa na ne nsɛm ɛni.
I want to put it on record. Everything the government machinery must do to stop Galamsey must stop now. Over politicization is becoming too much. Extreme partisan interest is becoming too much. We need to end it once and for all. Government is doing so many things to provide jobs for the people. So many avenues, so many policies. Government is putting up measures. Stop Galamsey. In other words, creating job opportunities for our teeming unemployed youth. That notwithstanding, so that the masses will suffer. One person thinks of getting, because of any priority and interest in it, and thousands of people, millions of people are suffering. We are calling on the law enforcement agencies to enforce the law. Enforce the law. Let us not be biased. I'm calling again there. Mama obi nisika kakro benyanti nimpawe ochire ontu wonchire.
Abusua wei ɛyɛ aban krakye panyini ɛde ma wɔne yɛwɔ afutu ne mpɛsoa so ura ɛyɛ Reverend Atta Mensa ɛna wote ne nkan na no akyi manfo de nsema to dwa kyerese nei no said ya galamsey yaka ebinum abo mi fita duku a wom gusu a wom eyi na kyerese ho aba behia said ya futu abakra chepanyin ekan na fe won nso a won fifi mantem ani esukuu so a hodo bebrebe akandifo opanyini ba ko odi mu ntintimai pa uncle Richson na wodi atodwa kyerese ha adwene akane said ya nsuo ni said ya tene na nitie no timi gina akora ja esabinom na ye de ayo weni ma hodo nyina nanso ne gadamse ni simu a ase bibia ama wozo wonya ne ntie kra se ne babia gadamse koso bia no woni wo no monkwa dansani ani yenso ye do yenkwa na ehu aba behia se wo se otimbo moden a na wode ne nsam tudwa na wo kasai na wo kire mu se ade na nkasa no edene ni o se kire bia na wo se wotimi ejai.
I'm say one day, especially forest reserves and the Obia Kowa, so just when you want to to the way you show. Because I reserve what's Mongo. And I said, what they Sabi, Oja will be no what's it, Mongo, Neku, Runa Kashi Genuma, ever some not. See, because human life is very, very important. Nana, water is a hot. Water is a resource. Gold is a resource or a mineral. Water as a mineral or is there for everybody. Gold in this and you gold and you few people no more narrow interest, parochial interest. Ska obenyanti. Now do book masses of people or you bring some or you bring some obey about a week. Now yenyensu, wuniba yenyensu, baby wa, and say bobu benyan niwako, baby so I'm soon back. It's in a fear then. And what you put out? I said the baby was welcome more tank one more in without water, can we live?
Ebia ntiwe uncle Richardson and I say Richardson and wade ne nsemo tudwa se baby ade ne kika kono e wo se yetimdi ani brepa esori gina se gada no yempe ne mpechene wanya godu anya ade abewu echi ne nsemo eno no na yemfa aseda rompomo asi dumfo mako research and manufacturing company limited ya wo mo na edi ko Mr na ko MT Mr na afi ko Mr no womo ekura no makoma yensam mu a na womo eti eso yase no wakase no ntia ntonkra na afi yemfa aseda fo mo yeba sempi won mo a yebeto aso
95.1 Ago man it is some difficult adwumakuo nchen emma mo ye de kwa mixture baaye mo jitu mu kama afa ye de foforo aba kwa plus mixture and a kwa empty mixture kwa mixture eboa ama onipedua nya hoden no na kwa plus mixture nso eboa immune system fa kwa mixture and kwa plus mixture fa boa wapomoden Afenso, yedi malaria just atahwe abedwa so. Yedi ndi kwa empty mixture. Kwa mixture, kwa plus mixture, and kwa empty mixture enye mapemfo. Ema omo makola no fo. Ene nkola omo ndi mfie dumienu. Hwese why test. Ai kyerese wo malaria mo no bi ewo mogemu. Ansa na wafa kwa empty mixture. Opedudu etua. Fre kwa edwumekuo no ewo 0244 726611 ana 059 165 5778. FDA agi egwedie nkratowe yi ato FM 95.1
Abusia yemu akwa babiem na anopa no nsia berem kase wo Nsempa so onua 95.1 FM so no gyansam no yemfa de aka no enso so na yempiem ewo Brekum West na Brekum West ne nei no NDC amnyuku no wo mu edwom training na wasori nyina brane ese wo no a ene onya ne ntie ese we no efri wo mo MP na kache na afi wo DC a wo nyina wo Brekum ne mpeso aso we Brekum West na wo mo edi amanebo ya bebo se wo panyine no wo no a no onya ne ntie ese mmahwe niema hodo chese kwa abredua na nanom agiade asi won na ade hyen makwa buram a chese gada no wo mu yen basa nyefedi agrokora na ni odan kutahudie bofotra no wo NDC amnyuku no edimo wo Brekum West Ifa James na Ifa James se wo mu enya ne ntie sa no dwum training ne se da bi wo tena se entra enti wo fa mabunu a chese wo mu na wo mu abomoden edi ntenten akọ buram a wo mu ko ya gara na addition mo yen utimsa no wodene pa na wodwane e Facebook no so a chese wo mu akọ search and find ene ho nkron ba machine wo mu didi gara no wo mu akọ search ne nyina ma addition de bibiri na adwane eso wo mbehwe kon betimi dia fa so na gada yi a yebo hu dawuro si yentu ase bi no abom mfite dukui ne me nyina betimi akoyie na James Edin someway ene tudwa
no pawie you hu video bi on social media no kure ni Brekum West you hu ya ne hu dure ye pa Ndi through MP ni DC at the chair party chairman who you no couldn't read the whole night at the party for Timiana. It's yet to your host say, Yabeko site home. Aqua operation and para Yako put through hospital. Omuhu ya boom. And tea, one a chairman free car and then paying for the cars by ya. Yes, a son, your man, or the was site when you are. And then Muhunu will carry me. Chairman, it's not home. Brefo West Chairman. I pass the chairman phone and I say the police station. Brefo West, the leadership of Brefo West, presidency, ne MP ship, na party chairman. Yes, so one cry. And do a signal, yes, send it to the whole world. So, Obia, what the money be, say, oh, Baba politicians, so through Galam say, no, this is a warning. Nobody should venture. We are seriously aware, say, Bidding of Wa. Omo person must say the name of the leadership of Brefo West. And the party, MP, and DC are seriously aware, and they would never allow anybody to tarnish the image of the good image of Brefo West. Thank you.
Abusianchiwe ene ensamwecha womo abomode ene Brefo West ne mpeso aso no den kutan odi bofotano abrantie James wono na atise wode ensam atwudwa wobo amane yefekọ no enti ehu ensamo eno no na yeto aso na afi ye de ensam ni bi apeso de ma ode a na chese wupiem ewo oman ni mu a sese no ene vaccine na ekoso se ye nuano ma omanya mfisia no be se enkron ekosi ye dunan no na chese wo se eja ye bọ mo pane se de be ya kokura mo eta to ma no awodi mu no cervical cancer ni nyina no enkonko ha mo da chance edi bibiri na na ekonsieto na eduru ba bi na afia se private school so akandifo a wo mo ehwehwe eso no bibiri na ye so mo mpene kura ma wo mo ma no yemfa pane ni bia na vaccine bi mfa mo na wupiem ewa abura asebu kwa mankese ne mpeso aso amansin no wo mo ede aba betudwa che private schools ahodo ni nyina akomo abomo wo mo ayenhyehe betimi aboa na vaccine wo mo nsa etimi akabie.
Children of set age from 9 to 14 can be obtained within the basic school. So we as private schools are also involved. Just as you rightly asked, our parents are kind of special, and whatever concerns their children, they are so eager to look at the pros and cons of it. So as you asked, some of them ask whether there wouldn't be any challenges when they take the vaccines, and we also end up giving them feedbacks with respect to giving them letters of consent for them to be approved before we avail their children for the vaccine exercise.
FM 95.1.
Abusianchiwe ene amanabo asabri chese Dr. Kwame na Esau wono edwuntrini edma private schools ahodoa eno ewo abura asebu kwa mankese ne mpeso aso ne ja watene nkan na yanto aso na afia amanabo no ja yanko yanimo na yemfa nsam ni bi empeso mfamo anopa no nsia birim kase na ensam ni egusu aja ye be ni kakra Facebook no dwane na chese niam nyina ededem trudu awo honmo na chese wa share kase no wo share a eno betimi aboa na fe niam nyina so etimi akonanim kakra aja yenso ye proso etiema wo na yakuanim ewo amanebo nimu a na eneinom nanan mata nkunwa a chese wo hin poproti benwa so ewo ye eziavi eye togbe nye a wotoso eye enan na wo se enei no wo hwe kwan betimi afa so na fe mumesua wo ne mpeso aso etimi agina amenezi avi methodist eye primary school no ewo ho central opanyin de eye enkunwa be se aduonum kura abefudie ni bi na sabre chese wode akwakoma ne manfo ese wo momoden a ya na bi timpintin kwa akoda usia na wozi menya akunwa ntraso school mu ntimi de mango school na chese nsempi na wachire na eno na wo mode ba betudwase we eyade a ebetimi aboa pa ama togbe esori ya no wose dapi e wose nkoda wo mu enya ba bitina na manebo eni.
I was the first head teacher of this school. I know the pains of learners if they don't have the right desks to sit in. So Zavi is a big community, but luckily we have people in Zavi who have been doing similar things. Even you come to town now, we are doing our own drinks.
We togbe aja a wotoso eye enan and watch say one crowd headmaster was every school more pain enti ene no na che say wontimi transfer se dua fo san se di jawa na ye dia so wonti no wa kire nsem no mfiko na eno achi na afi head teacher school more Veronica Agbefe wono edit dua che say ye ne panyina ye die enye enhweso ma afoforo nso emetu sa na mu ibi.
We are very happy because we face this challenge of learners sitting 4 in a desk. This makes it very difficult for them in learning, and this has come a long way to solve this issue.
Everything away a head teacher, Mammy Veronica Agbefe, and what in some geography, Rashabigani, who centra, Wapanyini Edem, Richmond. Na wadi atubia chese wande na kwa nkobadi no biem se tafa ne office wo bon homodne a ama ne fa ngumesua ho nsemo ya na ade hye no tempenten kwa wo ho bebribe ya na chese sempi ne piepie wachiri no so de wo bon homodne a ahwe kwa obetimi afa so na fini menyina koyi a na sesa wo bodi ato no ngumesua de wo betutu ni yi.
It's a challenge across the constituency. Having been in education for long, I am aware of this challenge. So I'm working towards it. So maybe by the end of the year, we will see some changes.
Everything away and in some Wapanyini Edem, Richmond, or no, I am Rashabigani, who centra ne Peswaso, and which is what they and some true gay, natural say, well, but homodia. Ama ni menyina so etimi akoyi ameni no ohwe agumasuan so de na bamu pa awon impeso so na enu amanebo na anopai wati na bihwa yenyina we so na afi anopa no nsia bedim kase no yemfa nyina ensie aseda ne bi nkoma woni ye wakase bode mo mo aguma ama chese bibia akoyi pa ene Facebook no ho no share kase no ntia fe na Nsempa dwumedie ne ba ba hya se ne mum ye de fa ba so be bro wi a na Mr. Speaker so atenase na ne manyina so etimi akoyi Lois so aseda ne bi enkoma no se Facebook no ja obon homoden a na watoto ne manyina jie medi ene Nshraba Buodu abusua madawase mama muniti a adehye
Mintin kakekyo, miniman kasa. If you say the luckiest season 3 asayaba.
Afe mami chewe kwanya obefa so nye wo ticket but star 712 hash na di ehye no so to ticket ana se ko internet no so na bo the luckiestafrica.com se bia me community tickets no so na you lucky number
ubetumi so ama system na eyibi amount share ahia upese wutia every 1 Ghana cedi kosi 5000 Ghana cedis ubetumi mpo ato ticket no ama obi foforo ye obi hero upese wutia enye denkra sa wo Ghana for mobile money tia na sa wo amanone dia for bank card tia
ticket baako ebo sika no ho empay ahanum 500 times we ye massa ye pay there will community de benyanso betimi aye emoho edu 10 times
inti yen kambom na yen lucky na lako bebia shawo hoso enye ma wona wondi infiedu watching luckiest jumedie yi endele imrata chire wo Caritas lottery platform no so
Only FM 95.1.
Hooray Ghana. The Ministry of Transport and its agencies invite you to the Ghana Transport and Logistics Fair 2025. It's the first of its kind in Ghana. From 22nd to 24th October 2025, the World Trade Center Accra comes alive with cars, ship, train, logistics and plane dealers all in one place. Are you a modern car dealer? Do you sell electric vehicles? Then this fair is your platform to shine. Students and the general public will experience free electric car test drives, thrilling maritime showcases and even free helicopter rides. All 15 agencies under the Ministry of Transport, plus global car dealers, airlines, logistic giants and investors will be there with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as our guest of honor. Register now at info.digitaligh.org 0244-613-246 or visit our website www.transportlogfair.org. The Ghana Transport and Logistics Fair 2025. Beyond movement, resetting Ghana's transport future.
victory every Ghana apomoden asoye ekọ de amamanfo nyina wo Mpos yade aba anka ne efre say monkey pox ehun
Mpos free Mpos mowa numu na etumi free mowa mu ko nipa mu saa nso na efri nipa mu ko nipa mu saa yare ebetimi aba okamu ntitiem ana se wode wo ho akoka abo a wo saa yare bi ana ne ho nsuo account saa yare ebetimi afri onipa saa yare bi wo no ho akọ afoforo so abra ye kasa na ye ho ntasuo begu afoforo so ana wo home wo bowa wo wensen ana wo ben obi asa mowa ne nsa bi wo ne ho eba ne enemu anofie ne se wode wano aben obi a wo yare mowa yi bi ebiom ebetimi atre abra wa ben obi a owo bie yema bi ti se adaso ntoma ntade bodoba afen brush ana se niama hodo a ye de suso tirim Mpos yare ebetimi afri opemfo so asan ne ba wonya wo no nsenkyere ne ahodo ebema wahu se Mpos yare wanya bi eye nsansan begu anim wonsam wonam bebo ntokro wano uminim wani afenso abunu tipaye awo ahono unompem ena afenso wachikasei ebetimi ayoya
kwan hodo ya fa so abo Mpos no ban eni kwan se ye ben obi a oyade emwa wo abowuo anampo se omo enam ene wo mo ho ensuo saa enso so na wo se wonu amojanam a ewo se wonu amane bini yie ansa ne wodi eni enuane amwa wade wano akeka eni kwan se ye ben obi a obie ena afenso ni kwan se woni ama wode ndi wonjuma no ye ne wo mo che edidi yenjuma titiri ni wona ensankyerene de se Mpos yade ne wo obie woro nsa e won so tena se abra wode semina atoso ebra no bra no ana sempo se ubetime de eye sanitasa afefa wonsa e wasa ebra no bra no ba bia ye ta so no ye di nsuo ne semina eta awohoro honom ye pa otusu se wo no obi anya nkutahudie a nipa no wasa yade no mwa no ebia entemada ko apomoden akachi bia de ben wo na yemwa wo sankrato yi Ghana apomoden asoye veterinary service department USAID ene aboafo ene na won so a ye nsakan ye
Yadwene mu wo semwa manu tua wonua FM 95.1 yadwene mu ho kan
adiachio osro muntie asase nyaso abotra hene etnasio emramu piese abonipim akankran brempo a obi mfa benku fa onifa wo prekese jana du kokko na nei opata okon agiku abammo me frefro so nyankoto frefre so sese my Ghana for say wasaje fu Dr. Kwame Appiah Kubi a wote na nkedurasefo wo kuji amane yi osaje fu frefo pe na ene ye body frefre dom every my ye you no my kan kwadia Mr. Speaker ye you hu enye yi Abram Samadu kata reba apia de se kronkron a wo so sisi kwabrafo che na wo mantam wo pataku awiem wo pankra kese na na wo na wo senia wo ntumi na wo de wo nankabo kesire wo kredian pon wo kron pataku nyankropo a wo che ososoro na asase na sintiaso amade pachi wo man kron amagana kokodua amwa wisia ye wo madua sasa kwagima bayen eni wiase nyina ye krado ebetie wo Nsempa Kwame Appiah Kubi Mr. Speaker Ajim kokobo ne de sadua ba wo tutu ojagu ama somrefa adwama ne Antonia dabre ne na net nasio Mr. Speaker one kwaso
Good morning, Ghana. We sing another day. Praise the Lord. We love to give Him thanks and praise. Ghana's our homeland, Ghana motherland. Faithful and together, surely we gonna build Ghana strong. Well, I'm calling on everybody to join me and say, hello, my brother. 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 Hello, my brother.
Kavi, Martin.
Mr. Speaker, I don't. Na me bo abaso nso se baby afeje wa bi dia o kwa na de maka ho
me da se
because they say Wajibe bia. Na wapeja airways no so ma airways no.
The new standard is that ultimate na radio so na won twatro.
Me sorry no way me radio free hon mo me no benya ntakwa wo fie.
I see.
Entia. Me hu edra bia ya me no ma ntimani so. Na ese man chi ono pa bia na me ya yare.
I see.
Oh,
that ya cha no Professor Christopher Appiah Kubi. About the party come here.
Mr. Speaker.
Okay. Yeah, that's the side of person you bought up no more GS.
I'm coming. Mr. Speaker. The only speaker in the political space in the morning show. Think about it. I cannot be convinced otherwise.
We are from Portsmouth, Canopy. Good morning.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to move the motion, said Major.
I remember, Mpombo Cordia.
Oh, device selection, the whole year.
I remember, no pay. You've been able to catch the eye of the speaker until your motion has been sustained. I feel you know Bayer Juma Bumpa.
Honorable Speaker, I'm grateful.
Yo, I bet him for Kwame Appiah. I say, Mr. Speaker, Appiah Kubi, you move.
That's what I'm about to make a match.
It is so.
Nah.
Oh, my mind, champion.
We are champion that our cancer. Then you'll be Rebecca. And Bombo Cordia.
And I don't know where I was.
A radiatum.
Many see us in the interview. I know my name. The other say. Menu a man for the Dimbia to your swap. And your compare. I was a mere friend, I mean, call soldier now.
Yes.
Also, your friend speaker, me who's a walk up parliament and assembly crowd with that.
I see.
And the general speaker, and I see, and I don't pay.
Very brutal. Chairman, I'm about to make a good morning.
Morning. Mr. Speaker.
Na Mpombo Cordia.
Yeah, media change. And pay me piece of the church, and I just say, Tridium Pony, the Danasi. Say, oh, I don't know. Oh, my uncle for now to be church and pay. Fishing, I baby.
Oh, I
say, thank you know.
I see.
Baby.
Tell what, yeah, that's it.
You see, then be a never quite American say, yeah, the mediation, sir. If we're able to lift it up to a certain level,
okay,
that tells you how nation can grow. The show is not a to that there, and I'll take it there. And then they have one from Kura.
Okay, yeah. And don't kind of to make a good morning.
Good morning, Unyabema.
Na Mpombo Cordia.
Yanko Pondia can I can't speaker.
Classroom Boko. There's a mama choir.
I'm a coin.
Okay.
You need the Amaquine, I am marking.
Mama,
I need a mama coin.
I hadn't issues in our no. Would you need your betting if you have a banner now? Actually, F. Not just okay, receipt. Doc, I don't pay me that's it.
Fire say, and Yajumawa, name of your friend, near Pisasi and near Wasam Nusibre, Mr. Speaker. Manoko.
Economy is resilient. Madam Speaker, when you are pronounced. Pronouncing such figures in billions, and I want to remind you that I didn't even know how to translate them into OPPPP.
emrepi no say edru election time na amanyoko bia epre nti ne obeka bia ama nipa akoma dane ama eno na obeka nti entra now the film no kra now the film ya the frefra no kra no ho yenka na ya the intro film.
There is a new African in the world. That new African is ready to fight his own battle and show that after all, the black man is capable of managing his own affairs.
Mr. Speaker, I owe this enlarged vision and more to the good people of Ghana for electing me to the highest office of the land for 8 years. I am very grateful indeed to all my compatriots for bestowing on me so rare an honor. And I want to thank all the peoples and citizens of Ghana who would permit me to render my gratitude in the few selected vernaculars of Ghana. The man for Adichia Medemase. Nyen Waladon. Akwe, Nagode, and may God bless us all. Thank you.
Brother, hello my brother, hello my brother, hello my brother, hello my brother.
Asiedo is watching us live on Facebook. Any more makani nyina na no pay mame enda mwase na me mamu nyina no akwaba to our handle on our Facebook page. It's 6:45. Could you smart at Nasi? Enti, ya the Fabe also no at the Bebro. And which the Bessin Koyandra Black Stars, you know, away near ya. Now, congratulations to the Ghana Black Stars, Coach Utuado, any team Nina, and as well, Muhammad Kudus, and I'm a Ghana for any and the boys in the near Chrome na and commanding in Ani, yes, the FIFA World Cup 2026, Mexico, Canada, and then the United States. Boys in the Dodoana, no, I what, say, one will be to me and your verses. Eddie Aqua matches, Nibina. Dodoana, we are aware, say, and your match in it to Wabubeko, say, a US in Quadia. And that's a boy, Bibeko, Bibeba, and Nina Hong Kong, Dieno, and will bring it to you. Now, you're watch. But before that, my Yenfa Fabe was no and Famro. Could you smart at Nasi, my manachi, na me mana kwaba, Danosia, Yabeba, na Yatua so anywhere in common.
Try it is a research on that vaccine the way a mano. Yet was it's safe. It's been tested and it has been tried. It is this and it is that. It is good. So let's administer the vaccines and our children. Not Ghana. Yet me up a whole day. Yes, yeah, launch it. Weekend where now malaria be happy, but I took my time to read about that so-called vaccine. I have read a minority opinions about it. Make a minority, and Ghana minority. One crophobia we are so dream be our vaccine who there. Ebi mfakwem, but the bit correct. And I'm making the majority report on the set vaccine. Bisa who say about Russia, China, Germany, France, America, Japan. Almost no. I don't almost know. And you do baby. I am Munjaisa. Me Munyama Mufu. I am Munjaisa. We are just administering anything anyhow. You remember, voter region, vaccine because voter. I think 2018 and 2017. The then advisor on health to the president, Dr. Yobi and Kwame Appiah Kubi. Dr. No Confanochi Teaching Hospital, Penny Odano, Dr. Nsiasare. At the end of the day, almost see woman who said problem with vaccine, it's the antitrust voter region. I before I am moi, take one woman in Kumo, moi. On no sense I don't want a baby. On what can so be. The Muslim na wo bi. What was any atom vaccine near the Aba Africa? Na ye nso sabe ohene facha me ye jimi nti na ye wo. Pacho. Me mama doso. 9 kosi 14 ne doso. Udu school abe say smart so ni din so. Me do nyame. When busame now the vaccine no one amesiu. Cause emre bia ni asase so ekye say we the pane ekowa akwada ondi mfie edunsia ese obusa ne maame ne papa. Anye bia no mo a Ministry of Health for no mo ma wo bi. Yenim nurses okrum ha. Enti fa vaccine ni bi bra. Ne ma nurse ne be wo ba no TV so. No bi ehun sa wo ba wo bi. Me say, what person would tell me maybe a Sputnik V vaccine ne buy time momo yare na mo friend COVID de buy no. Am I because one what that one want so that America ye o mo vaccine no mo tro ho say no eni kwan say ye de wo bi ha e wo ba bi ha age America de o mo de bra ye wa ha no mo sa tro ho say only to be administered in Africa. Only. Only to be administered in Africa. Only. Then a higher dream. And sometimes I just want to understand. And yeah, we have TV stations and radio stations. Because they're bad advert for hunting and penny for best sorry. What is wrong with us? Then high pania bia near the aba fa won near the wo say quality control the of America maybe some say vaccine now the war join COVID no aseme na aba ho aseme na aba ho kwabra mi ntaka no my din na me hwe process no but me hu se be ade ne ko no aso bi ankan hwe wo ho and ade ba ko bi ya wa asase so ya na ye me wonwa media practitioners both TV radio whatever say when we interview health professionals na ya ma questionnaire say so be Ministry of Health o metna ha wo mo ba no match questions aba. What is HPV? They are trauma. And when you idea WHO is part of this thing. But also triaska, triaka. Ultimately, hey, most of me need choice. Mensa kungumechi. See, I just can't we are near the abroad say, a paid for interview. Event PFI. It is a PFI. If you have to go, need choice. Captain Smart, need choice. You have to do it. Bring me PFI. You go see something. And that the mama medua. Question be what's our vaccine? No, me dear, men febi wo me baba. And me my friend mama in as waka say vaccine no. Yeah, the best school I catch and say from me papa answer. Because me wo. Why? I mean, what is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? Must we accept anything? Because it's coming from the WHO. Yay. Okay, Nema, woman SCSA, hear the reasons why, yeah, what's happening now. Me trust Dina me dream one. Me say. And you see, because I am per reading, yam parking kind, more parking can so can carry a woman with a question be. So anything is good because you're the brofo and natural. School be a winning some about ho, winning some about ho. So wouldn't him now the vaccine in one me bar, what problem? Monfa wo mo ma no, me mama no munja wo. Onya yare na me dim sika behwe no.
Private schools.
I mean, my trust ya dwade no sa me pesa me ti ase. Madwe wo sa me pesa me ti ase. Japan. Menche we enkomo ketekete me me ko central region and then me we kumfi.
Ko jo metimi akọ na.
Okay. Odoko.
It's your watch Mura.
Japan. Then Japan in 2009. Vaccine we nya na hebo. So what do you say vaccine we? And sa vaccine we eba asasi so a sa HPV whatever no. If you say ne and eba asasi so a you have a problem. (2009) Abraham Anna Japan for so okay ya to be ebe Wamu walk kakra no mu di mirika ka che WHO say yan wo biem. Nas wamu system no accept in 2009. 2011, 2009, 10, 11, 2010, 2011 Japan say yan wo biem. Adentra wamu say wamu scientists I find certain things to be with the said vaccine, the chemical structure, and what it seeks to achieve. These things are open knowledge. Why do I say, Captain Smart? Just Google this. And there's a whole report at Japan, a whole report on the vaccine. And I'm catch WHO say, okay, so the same vaccine and I'm be developing here. We will develop our own vaccine. Depending on the condition of that specific child. Japan so by end there. Akwada bia won the memu hono wo Japan hono. Obehwe akwada no said na bosu. Etie na answer ye the sapane na wono even when they have developed their own. Now one no Japan that time one year Japanese no Caucasians and the Greeks and Africans and omuji tu mu say yem father WHO war no enfamra go and Google 2012 September what happened. That WHO conference and that's across Japan, Japanese are buying penny. Because they thought that it's one way or the other was a ploy to influence their system. So they refused that.
Captain Smart, the king of morning shows.
In April 2013, 2009, no more prove here. Say you Edu 2011 na homsi Debbie. Edu 2013. To say the medical catch on catch WHO say you include sa vaccine no and we national immunization program and Japan.
Captain Smart, the king of morning shows.
And omo catch there. WHO say mo say yen fa won kwada e won 9. Ekosi 14. By yen Japan yen. Because a near my vaccine nimuno what the work kwada 19 up to 14 now. We be saying near maybe one ban system nim. Eti momo dia na mo dia ba no mo fa won ahoho a won ye Japanese. Even that must start from 12 to 16. Even that must start from 12 to 16. The total population of Japanese our paniano and 2%. Parents, let's 1 penny. Because their scientists are saying so many things about the vaccine. Because Yamaya Tia says, one way says this Panian war mono between 89% to 100%, and so yeah, ma. Why am I? Yes, see, and then we are there, when the Bamani or Bada, let's say Yaria or Baman, Yaria or Bano, said a Baya, Yentimi. And cross transfer into the year wapaniano. But why say a ma and a year between 89 and 100%? But a man dear about between 1 and 3%. Why? It's okay. Why?
I don't take short, I take madness.
Captain Smart, the king of morning shows.
My question is that. As I see, why you know. I under the taxes brain. You see, you interested in Brefo, America, UK, Whamu, etria taxes. Other than the vaccine, Paniane be who and they are. Yet, the woman so can be. Hey, Alita. Adinja. It's a Maya who's one near the Pania Wayama. Wait. COVID the buyer, me catch down say. Then Tina, President Mahama, COVID Pania no go near the tower at Chichero. COVID the buyer no. Pania Kufado war here. Pania Rebecca war here. Pania Mahama war here. Pania a Lodina a war here. Pania Baumia a war here. Pania Samira war here. Pania a him for Casewo Kumainano near the tower at Chichero. And then they are home. Now COVID Pania.
I don't take short, I take madness.
I can sit here and tell you on authority. Ghana penny bien war COVID Pania. Because on my head says, so COVID Paniana, Yariano, Sabetsum pa, a betche, or Safumafo, or Wobi. COVID the chill of Safumafo, a baby draw, and the Adema Monomia. Yo, crime. When I bet to a baby draw, me show you so, Mianu, Aboso, one draw, and the AG, and the say baby draw. Hey, you say COVID. Edu baby no, you catch us say upuna na ko. Eni pe punu, eh hwamu na de ba wiase mu. Enye yen bi before. Ye soja na ye de nim tree ye twitwa. Ebi no friend na abode, na ye de agu ni anoa, na ye de ntebe kru ho na ko. Ojai. Edu baby Donald Trump, na me kasa na oye rough, say na ni bilisem. O say yare a wo nsa na samina atimi akunu na wo se waye hand sanitizer there adare ya nom sanitizer ne koyem Belarus one president am I yet assess alcohol etimi kum eye mu covid yare na ba mo yare na ba ye no etimi kunu then ojitum o say answer na obewura asore dem no e say ma 2 shots bini ow kwasi adani ya ensan kojina asoda no we ya bema ka chem say we Pentecost ni wo Belarus wonnom we bibini we Assemblies of God empacho na wonya we ye chapetashi e wa asoda no ba mo se report na ba nche say Roman for the jinsan pa ho ojai ba wo agi kese pa Jehovah Witness for no we Belarus almost Jehovah Witness for no wouldn't send do nasa na ya order more what they call nasa na ya order more we yes so what will be your work crasy a crasy go more touch mine why na COVID chin go more touch mine no I mean bisahu I trust me and in maybe we see we are mampani, we are leader, we are obia, with that domano trust, never what drain to from na yedma. Why na COVID chin go more touch my go more takwa. I am for a catchy abo. Tavi, Canam Prana Tumu, Adan and Krasin COVID in the to me Nanti when wait. Who on Kayana COVID the chow? Tema COVID at chow. Kumasi COVID at chow. Takradi Cape Coast at chow. They are brum panier. And I said this. That time I was angel. Me can say. Yeah, my Kwame a year bibi draw Kromo Hano. 1 year bibi to stop this so-called Moyariano. I am Moyario Mona Mope. Me dear. Smart. When I'm from Minjindi, home from me Bimbo, if you say ye ho young Copoa or ya dear Inano, meaning your mammy.
Pilate said unto them.
What do you know to Chaya? Say I'm no say a lot of countries. Reasons, they have their own reasons. Say vaccine be banner WHO administer. That's a Russia scientist be anka ho Russia say onwo. America scientist be anka ho say onwo. We ni pan kan wo say me wo. We ni pan kan wo say me wo. I dey tell me say omo interest e key. You bini ow ow sa na me pese afi abako no koe kamema na kan bini ow da bini grab e do ya see here are some more detailed observations for the countries that have refused the vaccine. Now watch this. America for a very smart country. Their leaders are very sharp and smart. What they have done is that WHO no Donald Trump a catch us say the sika America sika na dey bo WHO hu ban. E wi asi na pomudin asue no Donald Trump so on sika nko ho bi mu. Me bo ana so wate also a withdraw. So now WHO is struggling to survive. America accepting you know. There's one senator, remember the Boni Diachro, and Okacho said the best thing they can do, and he said, yeah, more parents now, man, the other parents didn't refuse it. I bind the Wajia to my parents and they say one more. So America say the vaccine is approved and recommended. But our citizens, who are the parents, have declined or postponed it.
Oh, I don't know.
Key reasons include concerns about safety, not perceiving high risk, lack of strong provider recommendation, and awareness gaps. Surveys in America shows a significant percentage of parents refusing the vaccine. Research naturally said they were being advised not to. Germany. Even though the vaccine has been recommended and covered by insurance in many cases. Now, Germany say, the say vaccine engine Gway sa panele yede wo ye mama na okroma no Germany say ono onjindi eti de obey ina ne say wo a pesa wo baba akọ obi no ma yenye insurance nto so because one ya insurance na nto so na say daache which daache will definitely come daache yeah sama one hwe na aban na ntimi anya sika entua ni na enti even though the vaccine has been recommended and covered by insurance in many cases, uptake has been relatively low compared to some other European nations. Barriers include low knowledge and awareness, lack of school-based vaccination, answer now the vaccine be wa akoda wo Germany no SSS school na nkasa mpanimfo editum say we fa akoda na o we school na because we are rougher parents be ba be school no school bi aso wa Germany no Germany, when we are super smart, unima me catch them. When we find no any agro. And to what say, school no jitu say what they are. Till say it here, that President Mahama catch say secondary school say oh hey na no. Ya the aduane bi aba, but the headmaster no beja to mama didi a, enye me president masem. Obama obedi aduane no. Obama obedi. Germany aban si okay yate. Yen mo amu school na mo schools no. Mo be pene say yemfa aduro no. Enwo nkwada na de a, eno ye mo masem. Dem pa na hye mo.
E ma peni no.
Germany aban say, am I formal invitation? Because we have formal invitation as some to akwadana wo aban ne wanya. And it's a wow pa kona ko and then your masem. Yanko Russia. Till Russia. It's been slower in integrating the HPV vaccine fully into national immunization programs. Russia they also on to a national immunization program on to affect Brefo much reasons why don't say Russia I can't say we truck no come out of WHO or say partly due to issues like vaccine trust. Russia say on sir Panya na yade wa mama no onjindi afei cost omsa de bo na efododo se betimi aye papa health delivery logistics and statistics on the vaccine. Russia say sa panya no ono wajatum no problem won also wa ye waduru na mom and crata wo ho ne hihye wo ho ani yawo bi pen we na asi enniam wo ho nyina no wo mo de ba na mo de bi asie the last point to Russia the WHO said we have developed our own vaccine yeah dro ni bi dro na wo say ye won no ya bi into the found there Russia plans and yes, sir, plan though. Russia plans a woman in the future to include HPV vaccine in national immunization after whatever by December 31st, 2026. A drone so you catch and say by December 2026, October 2026. Let's just say we are seeing now where we and Russia didn't question December 2026. What it means is that Russia Nibia or Babi anywhere or Bewapan. So what is wrong with us? Hey, Africans. Eti. Yeah.
Bibini. Bibini and the
power. Yeah, Bibini to Milikano Google the benefits.
Bibini.
And it's a President Kufokache and say, we know the price of everything, but we do not know the value of anything. The two Milka. Me Momudia. Sir, you can say, Dr. Fokachi will be say, Untimin na, and then a course.
Yampet Neton, Yampen and Noa.
And you may be one. Uwa at the brew. Ebinima wo bi wo man bi so a e ma no wo ye no wan kopa hwehwe ni wa manan sha ontimi ridi ebinima wo e wo Japan from 2009 209 besi ne nipa esese wutimi da ma ho to no nipa no wada ye 1 hour in 24 hours
wait.
Wo pay wo ho asem wo Germany no abetom say sa emma no a wo mo wo ye from 2010 Ebano, they are not sexually active. Wait. It is part of the report sent to WHO. And these countries are very sharp people. They do not want to be called to answer anything. So they write, they publish. Akwada, now we're the 9 years, 2010. From that time to today, you see they are not sexually active. I am not saying anything anymore. Professor Obawa, Manewo, no ya wo wasem. Me de obi amfa bi wo me baba. Udru school abe mu se we yemba. Fremi ansa. Ojai. Wo de awo no. Eti won we di 9. Ekosi 14 sisi ana so mo wo wi a. Sa yare na wo wi asimu na firi kokko. When I catch us a malaria pan, said me will be unya malaria bium. Adana yaria e kuma bi before pa ye malaria. Ye krom hey akwaya obetra hey o kan say madedia. Malaria onu klasa anu kan ya na tagod sere no malaria. Adana ye nya duru a e be ma malaria be fi wiase. Wadwe hu. What a transna dream. Say, it's ye no be as a wire draw. Who was up on your way womb, malaria and chew beam. Some malaria free Africa. Bibi ni no by yare. Which was a CA malaria figure and ha. Who yare now. Now saying a diabetes and yes, a friend is saying kidney yare and liver yare abakrum ha. Na ye susano. Ye won krofo ho sori ya homache kwa wi apetehye. Na watinte so pie ato abonten. Odi 98 years D 100. No da wi apetehye onwuyi. Wei. Ye wuyi pa ka say. Or call hospital near checking ni liver, ni kidney, ni dear, yes, doctor say, be okay. Eti, Ghana for one developing cancer friends say, Minyare, Enso, Mentiapo. Doctor, no matter correct, we be fine. Now, who apatesia ye twa no okunkwa akọ was correct one where you first sugar womb e ko moja ne mu a me do nya me diabetes na ko bedwane makọ wi apatesia two things am na kwa me no ko me yadim be because ade ya see about me man sana ko around esese yetimi tenase on say Africa ya chew by now esese ye war committee be investigative vaccines ba me Wow, what pioneer and penny for a woman, Hana, Mona, more shares to say and favors. But come back now. Who buy for document? I want you now our vaccine, Obra. Let me miss our questions. The wow, the buy and Oba, no, what kind, which the one may be our question. Main family document for wow, the Anabra. Papa, health minister, Namra, me, Madame. Me can be a no a better 19 negative 19 or best it. Maybe dear, my Obana war, maybe bad dear, men for being one. It is school be a me bow or moon some about her. And for Panny and one back. Because Aquadano say I see on the 18 on 20 take a decision. And I'm a boy. Pacho mebwana nti akwada wedding 9 echo 14 na mo di ndro no ko schools na mo de wo meme ba memfa bi wo no bra me hona me ma written notice sa afi obetimi di awo me ba no sente sa memfa sa mo HPV panel ni bia enwo me baba bia amen back to central region menche say wo fa central regional me central meko up north northern region upper east upper west
I don't know.
we say me call western sir je we say me call western sir now they jam say you call regions ni na ye be wie no one who say sebia buru sebia nyaado ye trekoma to abama nkwasiafo the real regions ni na wo betemase hwe akumfi me wie akumfi ane bomboro mfante which is mankasim proper me wie a metiasi gomua na me wuramu asen na ma behwem adwuma ko no wa ba wutu ane afutu kekos de sampotem ho no ma wie me kwoti aya Hamadia secondary school ewa akumfi sa akere enti me hia se obi beba be ka akumfi asem akere me minim akumfi social minim nakwa minim otuam minim sa akere ho na akumfi mpotem ho ni nyina Pentecost asore ya dawroma Pastor J.A. Mensa so ya Apostle J.A. Mensa
I don't know.
Papa Mark Referee, Ma Mary Efrim.
Wani.
Kafra. Wani. Pastor Boa Oko na yere ko. Prophet J.O. Ampofo. Ono we Efrim na sia na ye kura na yasoma me. Mentimi mpo ankobi. Mama gi me ba be chiao.
Ojai.
Asofo ya da romanti.
Ojai.
That time na mankasi me district ne ka. Me ya kete awo gomwa. And apostle nyame tiase no na ye district pastor wa apam
ojai
enso ye ni eja me botwene to nyom come on ye de ma famu ho na me na makumfi
obe me yin so no kale yo
enu echi no oh me sofo yo ba wini bayi wini ba for Pentecost fa mo wini ba mo church of Pentecost asofo ni di mame
wani
pastor wayo tete bai but okoye no so for tin bi na obo afode am dim school fees ko obo afode say em fanto instruments no me finding tin the longest tallest pastor of the Church of Pentecost
wani
oh wa fine pa
no kale
oh wa correct papa pastor Nifa
the whole world
one government ekumfi tokuro bie ni ho aminimu he baby amutu anwea no ekumfi baby amutu anwea na mo sei ho no minim ho nyina ekumfi magine fa wo nan si fam na ensu a yedi tutu akokọ ho no yemfa ndware oso no
gwen
nana ekumfi magine fa wo nan si fam na won jai saade na wo sai wa wasase no efise ensu a eni tutu akokọ ho no yemfa ndware oso no
wani ojai
so manka hiyo
smart
mebube
the king of morning
so a metrim
he is smart he is unique he is the best Captain Smart is the king.
Who kumfi a baby obenya bibi aye pe eye pona no hofo no
he is smart
midi pastor mo akwachi ewiem ho yina ya to ho mini baby a cause pastor mo akwa na owo ho na kwa den
Captain Smart
Jerry
the king
who kumfi a ade ehia wo yem ponchini nwan ne nkraman wo
he is smart
yes asma me kan boa we am ankesima na kumfi
enu na ment ya se
wudura kumfi a shini ho wo mu ni akwan wo mu ni nsuo wo mu ni hwi adwuma bia ne kumfi.
They think they are sensible and they keep on making mistakes.
Enipa osapa onyem ye e wo Ghana ha wo ye no ofi central region me pese me boku the crony din no we did 9 years e no onyem ye Wadi 9 mfie nkono me mo kro ni din now I did 9 years that time I'm a beyiwa do no na central regional minister osun te sa akoda because that's say otuka every Cape Coast the say ko fa sa akoda no de ne kwatena Cape Coast there be where Apam Junction to ayi if I say gomu akwan no
no kalew the whole way
nobody who reckon she knew her. I am for where Kumfi Nano as will be any plan. MPSA Abba Kumfi, both NDC, MPP, or be any plan. Regional ministers, Abba Central Regina, or be a swing plan of Kumfi. Assembly members or be any plan. This is Abba Kumfina, or be any plan. Now, Brefo will come higher, but and I'm a boss of me. Yes, cheap compound. La Rahman Rahim. Now, when you be at me, I better MPs the banner mocha. Say we see chips compound. Yamam Boisson will show you. Chips compound, you're getting. Chips compound, you're getting. A chum. Chips compound, a chum. More than 80 years ago, a chum. As a clinic and a replace chips compound. Not community health center and replace it clinic. Now district hospital and replace it community health center. Now a hospital papa I be replace it district hospital. Now a polyclinic I be same thing. Now teaching hospital I be to. And I keep telling you. A son say Jackie no war famintino. I did be an yes, so chips company, and I would talk back. And I get a back one. Woman as say a new ego. Catch our MP say, or catch our chips compounder. I don't remember district anymore or Yarano. I own chips compound. Mema, I know why you're Diane. What's it, Diane? Media mayor and to me. Wait. Now what the man name me papa? Na me den me di. Adia ya pan say ura akumfi a wunya hospital papa bi anko. Bibini au. Obi trabe akumfi the entire akumfi. Wunya tra gomu a ohye ho. Between Apam and Mankasim and gomu a shemfimfim. Hospital papa bi ani ho Otam hospital be na ho nya wana professor no sefi kumfi kro no mi ni show no the show e kumfi the TV no so ye we city we say ho sorted we city we chai dia okeka no Ghana baby ani wa afa o East Legon anya fa o ye kasa bo baby afa ya second cantonment East Legon. Hey, what show? Going forward, make sure the capital cities of African countries. Now they are to Ghana. What am I Ghana for ye? May you call the FA? You trap pictures and videos near the color for one. Ghana for my trap pictures. So on your makeup or trap picture. Why you make up a way as no was setting a camera no now or trap picture now or 49 years but no look so 13 and your friends saw the compare retirement package fair confine to subium who ra confi kro bia mu a wo ra be ho adwuma ni ho school dai papa ni ho me kotia Ahmedia secondary school esachire me ko esachire kakra as actually na we say school dan kasa na we say bibini au bibini ni pao yey bibini au ade bakwa eye me ya pa ne say udru akumfi a emema wo ho ne natural macho yes me ma take me time na me wura central region ni nyina mu asi Because the whole of, is it 2 weeks ago, my medjuma, Medjana me in Amsterdam and I'm Central Region. That my name about my friend Tony. Okay, post.
Oh, I don't know.
Yuraha, near Pierre, you're driving them ha, near Quaha. Who do a confiance as well? A man, wohono, when we are natural macho. Obi abo, and so I'm Pajana there. I don't want a cafe and maybe can have a wood at Toson time to do the if you remember. Remember what they are to so. Central Penna Conforsa Adwai. Comfort or someone in which I comfort. Comfort professor. Abraham, would do a confia? Oh. Said Oma Sassanetiano. A miponetra, a confirm say yana. A mipona kamo ashe between a pono. Eti, so would do a switcher. Especially Kwame Appiah State Farm one year Nkube. Because Kwame Appiah who say, a mipona a wohono. A man in flexible. A man also wouldn't say Kubedua. Say Kube, we are ban out Tanum Kubia, Kubensua. A man body in sun and nanny. Said a bear, we are bow relaxed. Now what me aqua straight, Fefe to say Kubendiano, said the Citiano. Now what me I fe, what me I akono. It's a woman who said no. Apart from Kubeka Kana war a ponano one, a confirm puano so in Kuben Shada Niho. It's a or the Inkubeni bar Eswisha. And Obedia and Kubenu Eswisha. Or almost 118 hectares. Now Kwame Appiah Kubi and Kube. Says half a sling. And in Nsempa land and Kube. So how Kubeni in Asani yenya BM produce anya Kube oil na coconut oil na yen rely West Swisha and our plan is say obeba be see the biggest ever coconut oil factory West Swisha or ko hano yaba na yetu na kunya so eti odua Nkube fa mepona adimarket ekumfi. And the other side of Central Region, Odria war, anu say ya tin sa. And you could do Asam, you could be for Asam. A confusam. It's a ho and a Odria and Kubenu bepemie. Because when you try Asama, now we will born fante. To Odria and Kubeni fa hosa. Because that forest in Shada and Niho. And on the sub one on the coin. So we do a confia. A man pejana de one year Jumadin, but naturally no. Who say Nebo to say the Wakwajem, Nebono, who said Nensano I built. The whole Central Region says, see, I'm no case a woman who dimpa ye kumfifo, who won't be working. So we share kumfini small boy.
Oh, I don't know.
Now what do you say, Osa? It is a one in the back one naturally. On say something, a confirm member who ding. So Kukua, a way a time touching it. A confirming bear man who in to talk, bro. No. Also, our a small, our small. Minya da Jim Yunjo, a tuadamato, a confuse or a tuanto. Whoop bonnet 300 or better than him 300. Or Tabu say, no, what to watch me. Sana kumfi 40 e kumfi wu basabasa uko Central Regional one enclave one time basabasa e kumfi because the emepon etwa aka o ma between wo ne epo enti enframa papa fepunu ne ba na enframa papa so afri mepon nwiade mu so aba na wa firi wa aba na wa benum Kube nsuo na wa san wuram enti naturally e kumfi fo ho den wo wu basabasa it is like what the factory could see a confia. Umenya mema aye juma. Say ufa any part 10. Area JSS. Ewe confia sasibia so emu 10 eni juma ye. 10/10 0. Chai okay kanu. Ufa confifo area senior high school 10. Ewe confia 10/10 obi eni juma ye. Chai dia okay kanu. E kumfi na kwapa na obenya obi okuta degree. Ono ne papa kopo.
Gwen.
Otutu yi.
Ah, ka say.
Otutu yi. Okotu yi.
Wani.
Kerebo ankereba. Kereba ankereba. Na obi okuta degree na obo firichua na de tutu yi. Mika say awaja so captain enye kumfi kwa baya so ekrom ha na behe meba bedu krom hwini ekumfi ade ewa kumfi asesei ekoso pa enyinsen wura ekumfi kro ni nyina mu a ema enyem edo so chen adwuma ewo krom ho because there's nothing there. One shall be trankle Hanawaka say, I don't know many adwanye, no monium, sir. Any JB be ni a confia, a manipa, any timidity. There's nothing there. Me research no. MPs a confia a produce. MPs bakumaku ensiano, baku pe and what dying, a will confine inside. One can a woman dying outside their constituencies. One MP pe and a West dying, a way kumfi ho. It's the chance say, so be the MP, a way kumfia, on come back to a kumfi. I didn't know MP no, or Babaji will vote. And the MP one so, but OD MP we are on person no better now.
Bini,
say a kumfi baby, I'm wondering say. Obi a obepe MP di bia mun ka che so nche ne dan e wa kumfi enti sama mon to ma no obi ante ho DC is edi DC e wa kumfi from 1992 two pe e na wodan wo ho won so mo ko hotam ayie e wo kuru nim
gwen
ayie won potem ho
gwen
obi ante ho
gwen bibini
obi ante ho bi
ni pa Ojai.
Wudu akumfi a wo muni kwan, wo muni nsuo, wo muni aduane. Hwini akumfi.
Gwen.
Yen yesusa no, na ye wo salt pond. Wo mo de yetna kam Harom is it Harom ana? De one fantsman opposite wo no. Mani apagya na ko ho. Harom say Harold o say den. I want to call primary school. Me so me chin school so. Share di me chin no. Makwa wa kra miko school wa kakra apostle J mensa dawroma o tam fi man kasim no wa miko di wa 2 terms
America no India voice na yeah. Obeto sra.
Mr. Speaker, Nyamiatum, Bibia fine. I say Extracting Blasters qualifies and the answer say yeah. And now I'm could do if you're not about 12 a.m. Name him 12 about. Yes.
Ramochiro Stadium Hopper.
Not really, but ne hode. On say adwuma nti no ntumi nya yi. Senya adwuma ne dia and no so. Oh yes, and
they now lie.
Oh far. And I nya adwuma na.
Rana lie nko.
Me say, oh, wafa. O dani call right. No any aboso. O dani call left. No one hu nipa. O hwe wachi, no hu nipa. Yankopon sa no nwuma fe.
Come in stadium, but not take it over the Verbano.
Oh, what frame yan come sort you? Oh, sir. Oh, simple. What frame yan come sort you out? Sanka over coffee, I don't know. And 1,000 and can you problem?
One and a baby.
Now, always can ha. What 1K no ha?
1K. One farm.
Oh, frame and run out.
Your boy use.
I say, with me, I could still work for her yesterday, hotel. After the game, no. That is a class. We go home, go and go. But so you be here.
Oh, me here with you.
Send us some boys.
Oh, and do my idea. Good. Oh, my idea, but I come more effort. And then more put it in. I feel, sir. The end I'm share, you know. I can't energy kakra.
Okay.
Any commitment, you know.
Okay.
Oh, the Ghana war some strength to be. Say Obia the Hoshe game ni more. Results in the different.
Yeah.
And run no more bono, but as a normal dear grown no. As Obia
qualified that down soon.
Obia who say ya basa ya ball lifestyle football ma supporters na budget so near there. But it was good. Comoros for no so bad. Omonya bad.
Yeah.
I shall say no more person baby. One go ni buy na video.
Don't person got
but did you know the same way? I'm sorry that see they are good you 7 day bro. Take over.
Yes, Nsempa Sports. Good day, 195.1. Yes, Nsempa Sports.
All right, Timmy, Harry Isaac and Sampete Nano pay. Emerson say you bogram na yadi Akurium some Kaka and Sakano at a Somo Awayan Nsempa Jimmy. So sorry, pay now, Mr. Speaker, and Tim Natwaso, Nadia Coswo May Munwet Midi Shores and Galam Sen come on BDB Papa Pizans. Yes, you know, say Amanya Saya so it may see Papa and ye Asem Kutwasen when Nim Semno and Ra, the Black Stars of Ghana SCQ on ticket and Yankopoya Atom na Atom to me next year. FIFA World Cup a beto draw USA, Canada. And in Mexico, no Ghana bet me akwa kopie mu bi we the fifth time Ghana SCQ qualification echo World Cup ni mu bi emu nsem sen city oman panidi nsam kakra to dwa sanso so na FIFA boss Gianni Infantino wa bo Ghana bass so ya qualify ehun nsem ha enra after say Ghana qualify no coach to out to the nsam kakra to form emu nchire mu sen and city na no pe abobo ni na no a yete ba ba be so mo ewo dwumede ne so ye de ni be kire mo ewo Ghana Premier League eto aso over the weekend matches top form no sen ehun hye ne city players in common to your coaches and home some no saying any city no pay about when in anwa yate e ba so me live on Facebook onia 95.1 FM mutual like page no for comment to us here na pia share be bia so ntimi enkoso na nkomo no enye dey papa mfem ma udro like page ni mame na ehun sere nche no so esi etie yen hye nkomo na Nsempa so wonim se no World Cup qualifiers matches no etimi to so ewo abibi mem hana ana o hye papa enye asem koto akra Ghana wo man no yetimi si form ye adwuma correct amene enioma timi call so Zambia etifie manager ekoshe na kaba ko Chad enso at home Central African Republic obone kamian so timo mienu Burkina Faso Ethiopia no kamienu mienso timo ba kon sanso energy put tifie Sierra Leone ko bonu 2 cost to 1 Egypt she ba kon Guinea Bissau entimiante Ghana she Comoros se kaba kwa entimiansimu eche Mali eche Madagascar she ne kan 9 awom entimi ensimu eche wodwani ewremo ewo ene match se beto do Africa na Equatorial Guinea Liberia Bepos Sao Tome and Principe eni Malawi Bepos Sultan any Togo, Tunisia any Namibia, Cameroon any Angola, Cape Verde any Eswatini, Lesotho any Zimbabwe and Mauritius any Libya, and so eti ebe pimpim away a matches ebe to draw ewe bibi memu a calf World Cup qualifiers no and right after the game no and then ebe to draw say open anything at a President Mahama wano a omampeni Edmond Main His Excellency say yamu biasonte wabra no ni Gary Asmith taking cover ya to draw Ghana no wano mpebo sa nemu Black Stars e boboa eni kasem so tumi ehwe no support o monemu na no adade na nkoyi na nse omhye ne po so mo popo a obetumi adidi anase obehwe before so obedidi nte nra no na se no ma de name kama pa openi no ne nkomo ne Gary etwetwe no ebi eni
I'm not too much into football, but
the Black Stars are my number one football team, and so anytime the Black Stars are playing, I'm anxious to see them win, come out victorious. Sometimes it's a bit nerve-wracking to watch, especially when the goals are not coming. And so the last time I spoke with them, I asked them whether I should eat before I watch the match or eat after I watch the match. And they said I can eat after that.
Enti no a ohwebo ni we kran so didi eno ye nseme fi ho enso ebe na no pay yete ema ewo twumete no so opinion de tin ya de Gianni Infantino wono ene ye FIFA we asia fa na nyina wo mo football no na hweso opinion so de ani gisem any congratulating message kasia pam akodi am my Ghana so wo hwe anim say Ghana supporters no ba US pa we de Infantino na kan so wo beba more no be support Ghana wasan de atu dwase am obia so nti Ghana no wo hwe boys bo mo boy 2010 no mo quarter finals na wo gide say star boys no betimi akwadwuma akwakoye ni Yaa Ghana kwaya san koyanim Gianni Infantino FIFA president after saying no Ghana qualifier no or the message we edema Ghana.
Congratulations to the Black Stars on reaching the FIFA World Cup for the 5th time in history. Your fans will bring color, style and passion to the greatest FIFA World Cup ever in 2026 in Canada,
95.1
Mexico and the United States, and we expect that your team will establish more global stars to follow in the footsteps of the famous team that made the quarterfinals of the tournament in South Africa in 2010. But for now, enjoy this special moment, and we cannot wait to see who the Black Stars will face when we have the final tournament draw on the 5th of December. See you all very soon. Well done. Congratulations. Bye.
Also bye Nibi. Enti opinion ni Gianni Infantino say Ghana ewo tese opinion no we Yaa Brefo go from opponents na ni agi pass we blasters na yanko bi kwan ke ha no enti na ni agi ba papa na otuado say ya mo bia so nte so no anka so na no afili na no apa Mr. Speaker bra otuado ye wie match no ye pon match na ye be post game conference on say ye pon match bia coaches ne Nsempa share din komo na ye bie floor no to sanka first question na ye ban say media officer no ne ba no obisan say ni general assessment of the game no say it is how can we are and say we beautiful na man fence am trofo ni so bisa question otuado de be 10 minutes and no swas them
odobiase
odas da doctors da asofo penfo Ghana ahemfo o net say otuado o doni papa me hu otuado dank of access but now Yaa Brefo
believe Nsempa bone ka ho bi
of course per what he did no there na say oh you grateful who say your boy AFCON qualifiers ni na nke bezi yinadi
yes
no wasa the one de nenye no wasa one nenye qualify World Cup
and can't
World Cup 2 no the only coach in the history of Ghana wako 2 separate World Cups in fact consecutive
95.1
send Nigeria ni Sudan ya no mo boy ya yentumi an qualify anko AFCON
no
njeze
we no home support ne ka ho ana boys na nkasa ye determined
on the Ghana ni young qualifier coach you qualify their boys
boys
what wa beat tactics
boys na nkasa ye determined say one more person kobo World Cup no mo de ji omode what you say kudos more you determined so be ko World Cup
ubi ahoma ne tuma so Ghana for ne onya adwen
Ghana for nya dey
wo de me na me ko
the tactics na be chire say World Cup and dey ekọ you good ho na be
otuado
yes
brother ne tactics kan o de nkomo kakra to dwa otuado say wa qualify Ghana ekọ to separate World Cups no wo de enti and otuado so and then the beba nipa sweat sa I say you was set people home adika kribia no sweat and as omo ye dey no sweat pa o unu ade bro
95.1
we are mechanism bi so a show
personally it's a big achievement but for me to be honest I think more about us so it's good for us for everyone every Ghanaian it's good for the players not only for me so this is the most important thing it's not and not in bad time, but also not a good time. It's not about me, it's about us, and it's about the team. I'm happy for the players.
Otuado ensem kakra enso edodo Otuado elde atudwa obra yebisa ne say ohwetima an qualify for AFCON any team an qualify for World Cup na kakra bi na sesan here then na sesan here na ebo amaga ne team ko no say we no World Cup qualifiers no ye share more goals na clinical and ntina magana e qualify
I mean to say very, very simple, we scored more goals because I don't want to go through all the matches, but we had always a lot of chances. Not in all.
Only FM 95.1.
More matured. We are more clinical in our finishes.
All right, and all ANC opinion anything Eddie Otuado head coach at the Black Stars of Ghana and so the two Jan Yankopon ya tom to me if you sink na dia kebia so yetim dia so at the amount e wo yentume dia hoto so until Tuato and come and round etutwa and so e hone na no pay yete ema e wo jumede so gamisi subiam Ghana qualify e kwakopi mu e wo FIFA World Cup no ebi nyame atoma December 5th and na draw no ebetimi atofom ne hu e countries a ye 2026 World Cup na Ghana ye betimi face one ho no mo draw no mu and e be hu cities a Ghana be matches see bebo Mexico see bebo matches in Canada and see bebo USA no after the draw in December 5th no and Ghana be hu ni opponent any venues are ye bebo yen matches no and all kakre fi World Cup qualifiers honsem and so be na no pay ti ema yen for yen nchemu this is our own Ghana Premier League honsem na to dwa weekend na no one shape papa matches I would etimi eto form over the weekend and the crown games no ebi ebetimi ato aso say na nhye na si kopiemo wotu ani echemo resource no so apopokwa wo the thing Eddie Dreams FC and also to media and come you know what team back was and take coordination so be Antoine Vision FC HBB Go Stars no me come and went to me and Simu Eje Kerala United Ibrekum Chelsea bo 1-1 Ho United Miami team so draw Blacks and no me come you know yen to me and Simu Kew Samates 11 Wonders born 2-1 and a Jonah Stars from a goal down be United come you know team back on younger Apostles Africa Chimens and the team Baseke Holy Stars a come back you know Wamonso Entimianti and I quite hard to folk and Panto Heart of Lions said the Peponi Ewa Cross Sports Stadium ene Nyankopon ya atom na no nine pepepe and a sa game no so ebetimi atofoma ya de ho nchiremo enso ema ewo jumede so right after the games no empenifoni pi etimi edinsem etudwa Karim Abdul Zito head coach head ma Kumasi Asante Kotoko se enra and I say weekend match omo boy wa brand kese Dr. Kwame Sports Complex no na insure toy no na pitch no so nsheda nyega e boy ama game no person mo bo no entimi ankoyi coach ne komo audi tudwa after the game no ebi any
the two teams we all did well we all came with an attitude of wanting to win, but the unfortunate side of our story is the field wasn't conducive. Seriously, it wasn't conducive for us to exhibit the nice football we wanted to play. So if we are both teams somehow resorted to long pass to the so that is what made the beauty of the game. Apart from that, I think when you go to play somebody's home and then you don't beat him, you come out unscattered. I think I'm okay, but we came here seriously to be there. You saw how my boss were eagerly going for it to go to.
And all ANC opinion again, Eric coach Abdul Karim Zito was only to just say Abranta ni abeta mo abo na wan bobi no e affecting the team no prepare na senya kopon ya tuma kotoko game mo bo e di ataya e work e CAF Confederations Cup no abeta mo be krado no abo na kotoko aton tena bebre.
It's not like, you see, I'm building a team to face Africa. And again, I'm building a team for consistency purpose. So, do you want to tell me they only play where the field is conducive? No, they have to acquire all the experience, so that anytime we go and there are such a situation, they can do. But seriously, I'm also affected by the absence of Amwatu.
And no ANC more here to Chenano pay a team out and watch median so coach of the moment and Mami Diama Sporting Club Ibrahim Tanko so say and Rock came on Mopodita Dream Section winning 2-1 first half no do monyo name second half changes or you know Ebwa Mutimi Edin Kuni Ibrahim Tanko and come on be any
very tough especially in the first half we didn't do well
FM 95.1
very well we lost a lot of ball but I think in the second half because of the changes we did, we had a very smooth second half.
And no ANC opinion again Eddie Ibrahim Tanko the air to ja and now pay your team out which made it so Bobo Kwa won't be United coach your friend who a year Stephen Desmond Isa Botry opinion soon. I rehearse some Oko Facebook I'll be Nevra Hono or the born on Bonina at the end of the day no more lose or send the place no I must say on one on I'm crying I boom Kim are you confused Tino
very good side on top of the game. From the first half up to the head, it was a little bit lack of concentration that robbed our boys conceived these cheap goals. And honestly speaking, I'm not a happy person at all because we leave ourselves for this. I mean, cheap goals to be.
Only FM 95.1.
I don't know. I'm a little bit.
Coach Ensu. coach Isa Botry Desmond Ninkomo Enso no na Yaa Brefo na man kwanso assistant coach Edmund Bibiani Gold Stars first half na 0-0 Vision FC ko second half ko didi ba ya agora na ye abufusem omo no makame ensa Bibiani Gold Stars defending champions went to miante opening say obo team na ba so second half on be share wo na ya so omo edi ntwo because omo dominate game ni pa na man kwa assistant coach Edmund Bibiani Gold Stars.
Let me congratulate Vision FC for the second half performance. First half, it was a balanced game. Practically, the boys were disciplined. And then second half, that is the game. Vision FC came in strongly. And then they tried to take their chances.
Until Wamoshe and Kami and Sahani did you any AC. Now Brantan at a Hadina Barry or a 95.1 goalkeeper mom Edmanation FC or say Wamani Koto game and I said no mum you and Sabin Uncle, special on strikers, but or any say next game on Bedin Konim. Goalkeeper no in your Mutalani didn't come Tin Brefo, correct pa.
Yeah, I can say that speech has really disappointed us. Because this is not how we play our game. Yeah. This is not how we play. But next time we make sure, so next time we'll go and beat them. Yeah, what my coach taught me was like I should feel relaxed. Like I shouldn't panic, like everything is normal. When I see the ball, I should go. If I didn't see the ball, I should stand. So that's what I put in my head and I'm doing what I'm doing. Well, my next game I'll make sure that I'm going to encourage my strikers, especially my strikers. I'm going to encourage them so that they'll deliver goal for me.
All right, I know and smart brand here a year Biru and Swedia Tuja and World Cup qualify Europe Diana be able to out of form Iceland, France, Bebo, North Macedonia, and Kazakhstan, Northern Ireland, and Germany, Slovakia, and Luxembourg, Slovenia, and Switzerland, Sweden, and Kosovo, Ukraine, Azerbaijan, Wales, and Belgium, where your matches a better form Europe World Cup qualifiers now. Yeah, they are so more and so and every in 12:30 na GPL and come Bismarck quiz upon it and San and Femesomo and every and so Akasafides. Medini Isaac and Sampija. Mr. Speaker, Twaso, Nankoma Hodu Koso, Ewamaimono, now met me abwa, na Mino, and can connect me SCP as Brani. Yakra.
Okay,
Nsempa. Okay, me create for Maba. Now say then Ghana qualify a walk up over Kwaba na. Walk up over Kwaku.
Oh, yes, you never Kwaku. Over
Kwaku.
Now the uncle.
On say a Yenoma Munu. Say June 2026.
June 2026.
And say 50 average go see June no.
Yeah.
Emuwa ensemble bit me.
95.1.
E duru anu na kwanya na ba nkwan de ade. Ye be ko akwa ye work up no adwuma.
Ye wia no baby body bia.
Oh bibia boni. Ye wia ne asan so aba. Abeto aso aye adwuma wo man Ghana mu.
Bibia si enti wo be ko.
Ye be ko akwa work up no wo Mexico, Canada and US. Ye wie ya ne asan bo man mu. Ne aba beto aye adwuma so.
Boys ni be bring ma omo ma back.
O sa asem no de mo mfasa ma.
Oze.
Mo nyesa.
Na se wa ya we. Embe ni crazy o cry ya we say boys ni ko ado do na.
Endo bebre wo mo nko de o. So sa na show mu. Sa na show mu tirim dia.
Oh, but so ya we. Ana de make.
Me matiti bi bat me nshada njin dis.
American boys ni ko no. Omo pai ombebo nyina nso ye say draws ebebe ni nyina no baby a Ghana bebo ni games enya.
Likely say ebet me abodu am I training na.
Oze.
Ebet me possible class e born what 3 can.
And mo go to Mexico and am bet.
And say Mexico.
Drop a draw one over you call me for so now. I just want to na and I am say akwa na dress in your cry.
Why I Comoros coach no.
You say Kambu say anything. Matari and anything.
Matari be
Kaftan da is.
Why no can I say?
Oze.
Why no can I say?
As if we can win the pakro.
Fabio, Mr. Speaker.
As if I can win the pakro. Abeja.
Because I know your players no. The woman share kaftan. Your coaches no so man share kaftan.
No I share trouser kamba no I share kambu.
I know your coaches no man share kaftan.
Mo hadi pa you group.
Me ma make man of you. Ma make man of you.
Only FM 95.1.
Oh bye pa. This say na mo dey go America. Say
oh Sunday a fashion.
Kaftan the trouser and the kambu.
Enso ye de no no.
Eno a.
Na say we nyen ra. We nyen ra.
Now coach ujina field so ni braba ni ade o she captain say.
Oh. na say we captain wa sneakers.
When you said, you know,
by a co couple,
any boys in in front of my fan come born.
Never queer call Afcon, a co front to my call, yes, I buy. Into it, you have shot on there and to
Kaftan endorse.
It's a miss out question with you. And then all shy, in year, your co couple, we beat me a bonny abony.
A boys in your commitment, no more form hunship, no more so move come one more mine, and no other.
Sir,
because the Amuque and Crawford could just come.
Only FM 95.1.
Sikabe Concro for home, but your bomber said 2014, dear, no, and maybe a Mkosi.
The only scaffas,
2014, dear.
When you've been
maybe a Munkosi. Right. Now this is 2025, and you be aba. You know, maybe a moon sister. Abejamedas. Is it be an in baby order? January 2026 will be quite interesting.
Only FM 95.1.
Mame model bon kracha hodo ni nyina so emfamo na yeni nkomo no pe Ghanaian Times the bon kracha no ede nkomo hodo pina no ede Ghana secures 154 million euros from Italy to transform agri-food systems. Minister in charge of agriculture and ope ni mfonyi eda Ghanaian Times the bon kracha no endim Eriko Poku ana edi nkomo ise ene 154 million euros eno ene sika yensa etimi aka ede free Italy ene yede eba be share mfuye mu na afi ya hwese nduane no ebetimi abu na yetimi aputi in systems a ebeboa ye pa enti anopay Times the Bokracha ne dia wode abano na say ye ka say IMF mpanyimfo eba o man mo ebe ye review ni nyina no the extended credit facility a ye koje in 2023
FM 95.1
say ye di nkomo IMF mpanyimfo aba be ye review na okọ page 28 Rato Force Minister Edema Finance and an infonye eda enima IMF program Ghana successful in review in the fourth review set to receive some $2.82 billion. Okay. And no any comma and pay Ghanaian Time Democrat and but you know, sir. It is expected Senka IMF program by May 2026. Nanka Ghana sa edi free share tisani no ase but indication ayenya no and say and here na buy no I extended edi akwa kosi August 2026 enti anope eno hon komodie no Ghanaian Time Democrat no edi aba NPP holds balloting for 5 presidential aspirants ahead of 2026 primaries page 9 and edi komoy edi aba balloting baby I will be a better positioning on the ballot paper ahead of the new patriotic party's presidential primaries. No, and pay Ghanaian Time Democrat channel abohun amanye enti enonso enono government to complete abandoned Sunyani library project following Ghanaian Times publication. Details no ewaha police bust human trafficking cyber fraud ring in Ashaiman. 7 Nigerians rescued. All the details no and pay Ghanaian Time Democrat channel apeja edi abampacho unyabia na me akinkan. Graphic is reporting this morning Ghana secures 154 million agri support from Italy. Minister says it will transform agri-food systems. All the details no ewaha yedikan aboso dada ede amount. Another 385 million US dollars IMF support coming in. Ghana IMF reached staff level agreement. Details no ewaha as captured on page 13 of the Daily Graphic. And he said the medical mono IMF yani omo enya nkita hodie na watwemie no so ni mpanyfo a efri eye abrochiba mu bepie mu o my Ghana no very satisfied with the kwan yafa so ayatoto esika sem no so far enti $385 million and only the fourth tranche of sika is say eba out of the $3 billion US dollars facility a ye with the IMF no ene ekwan ni mu ebie enti ye hwe ni mu sesa sika no ebetimi aba GRA bus diesel diversion syndicate details ni nyina no ewaha enti the Commissioner General Ora Anthony Kwesi Sapon ada ne mfonye eda enim hadoma Graphic Democrat no ede amaniboni nyina no ede aba 15 perish in Volta Lake disaster na endra ewo Oti region Volta Lake ne so ana nipa mako dundum Graphic Democrat no ebo amane se womo etimi ahwe womo nkwa ya womo ti de friend boat yi mu bi ana boat no ekodane ya nipa dundum yi womo nyina no egu nsuo ni Denmark nana obiano entimi enya ne nkwa back enti anopay graphic democrat no amani bo eno no the graphic day abano no and then Monday but you get a copy of it and read the details. Now Daily Guide is reporting this morning but we are sure of victory. And the big story, the former vice president Ewaha in the Greater Accra region last week, and former vice president Dr. Alhaji Mahamoud Bawumia Shasiese one a year electoral area coordinators no Asia na wamwetimi Edin Kobo said the beya January no edru honoma wambetimi ahwene so na wamwato aba ede amano na wabek frankatuni diama NPP amanyoko no ahead of 2028 enti anopay Daily Guide Democrat and the ambassador Dr. Bawumia Ewa Rishimu Mapa abato a womo ekomu no wobetimi edimu enkonem enti Daily Guide there eno no akosia say wa divorced daddy lumba traditionally Fosu family ana kase na womo ede Priscilla Ofori aka Odobroni ana fe akosia say wamfonyi ede abeto Daily Guide no enim ho anmo anopay amaniboni nyina no ede aba 2 cage over robbery murder details ni nyina no ewa hampacho unya bia na wetimi aboso akenkan ni nyina no details anopay Daily Guide Democrat no ede aba
Unia 95.1 FM.
It's 10 after 8. Mamin Trabe Honamenya Brefo and Kwame Appiah Juma with the Auditor General's report. Now, last week, President Mahama, together with the Attorney General and then the Auditor General, Eshiaye, Ewo Omampenyi Atinaye. Now, Omampenyi concerns no, and it's as it stands as a country. Yentimi and Yenima to say the first no Nanke Yeno Noa. There be, as I said, and Yemano Duanano, a be etime SSA. The president has a challenge or a problem with the fact that Auditor General's report, yenya yewie na Public Accounts Committee etnase investigate baby nsem mo question the entia the auditor no a capture ni nyina no esi ya. It looks as if it ends there na ababeye fanciful. Again, prosecution says etimi koso. Omo esese etimi form wasem de omo court na Attorney General no a prosecuting no nyina no empepi na ya na enye adwuma. President Mahama said we must begin to crack the whip and this time round no share ni say Attorney General no the 2024 Auditor General's report obetimi ayemu adwuma na prosecutions no ebetimi asase. Stay with us, but I will tell you more about some of the report and niema akoso contract bi ohono mo a ya blotie niema SCC in 2024 the year under review. We'll come back strongly with that. Na yeni wedi enkomo. Mamenya Brefo and Kwame. Stay with me.
Anokwa Sunny Grace Homeopathic Clinic. Esa ya de. Ye benya chapa o. Ye besa so service kapa.
Nentiase. Wo be service ka with Grace Homeopathic Clinic. Nesa ho ya de do motion.
Obane right o. Okopa general consulting, laboratory services, physiotherapy, general body scan, and dietary counseling. Bibia e free. Grace Homeopathic Clinic e charge hey.
Are you sure?
Ya no krepa. Agisi kaka kra bia wo betua. E de ajuru. Wo mu no so de en nam papa sa. Also the stroke, hypertension, diabetes, arthritis, rheumatism, prostate cancer, akumayare, fibroid, ulcer, oba ontumi wo ni nyina odi abafufude be humu ansa no asayare. Grace Homeopathic Clinic Medina akachi about last talk for 0556 181 666 and 020-006-7500.
Grace Homeopathic Clinic,
a mission from God for humanity.
Luck is everywhere for everyone. I feel day. Maintain kakeko. Miniman kasa. If you say the luckiest season 3 Asayaba.
Afe mami chewo ekwan a wobefo so nye wo ticket but star 712 hash na di ehye no so to wo ticket ana se ko internet no so na bo the luckiestafrica.com se bia me community ticket no so na you would lucky number
wobetumi so ama system na bia ma chere ahia wo pese wutua every 1 Ghana cedi post 5,000 Ghana cedi wobetumi po ato ticket no amo bi foforo ye obi hero wo pese wutua enye den kra sa wo Ghana for mobile money tua na sa wo amano ne dia for bank card tua
ticket baako ebo sika no ho empay ahanum 500 times we ye massa ye pay there will community de benyanso betimi aye emoho edu 10 times
inti yen kambom na yen nya lucky na luck bebia shawo ho so enye ma wona wondi infiedu watching luckiest jumedie yi enele imrata chire wo Caritas lottery platform no so
money wana
oya wo kasi edo
kotoje yo I see a body. Hey, that's sorry. Shimmy Musa. I tried it. And I walk on the way. You can't sit mixture. I can't show with them. My yerba who be around now. The yerba piara. I tried to see your way. Can't sit mixture. Can't sit mixture. And pay for what's your 1 and 2 monum can't sit mixture. Well, won't put to Ankasa. Kotoje. Oh, to you, Jay. I tried to see you. No cancer me shatsi. Trust Jehovah Herbal Center. What aqua? And our ye. I don't know a friend. 0244 871 862 and 0500 891 458. And in Fidebiana, Menumbi. On your mapping for on your batter or one benum and Kato FDA. Apinodo. She cancer mixture. From me. Report all side effect of cancer mixture to FDA using Med Safety app. I tried to. Maybe you will have some cancer mixture.
On UFM 95.1.
The big story. 195.1. Big story.
Upon the gold and the diamond, the bucks and the oil, we stood the back for them. Africa rich, we not be poor. Corruption just they make them so. Upon the gold and the diamond,
the big story. 195.1. Big story.
The lie without be fat. They go to fill them my bellies, their family, they live in the brought to suffer that. Promises for promises. After your food, them go leave your premises. I just see the remedies. All these years come alive, became
95.1.
They would fly to Europe for health issues. They would use one hand and taxes to show them my girls, their barbecues. Mama Africa, Mama Africa, Mama Africa, Mama Africa, Yaro, Yara, what's someone, Yara, Yaro, Yara, what's someone, Jimmy Pablo, Yara, Yaro, Yara, what's someone, Yara.
Cut after 8, Mame, and I was say, what do we feed to her? This is 95.1 on Yaa FM. Nsempa Jumedie Esune na yedi asem kese na de bro.
Asem kese, the big story. 195.1. Big story.
On Yaa FM 95.1.
Asem kese, the big story. 195.1. Big story.
Now there's a big man in the room and pay yeni obedi ehon enkomo now we all know yenyina yenim we ne yenyina yenim waseboa na yenim se afibia aban eye akomhomabode budget. I mean yenyina no oman mu nyina president and obampanyin de ne tumi ma finance minister na watimi atenase na wayen hyehyeye ofre agencies ahodo ni nyina obia de ne budget e de beba sika wo pese wo spend sika wo hwe de mo se internally obetimi a generate bosia ye bekwa kobo projections on eniema ye betimi aye wo man mu e betimi ama ye economy no emu etimi abie. Na you putting it no together. You put it together.
95.1.
Na afi finance minister no ejina omampenya nemu na wakomra shebedwem. Wakomra shebedwem a wode saa budget nyina no de kotudwa. Na we amra shebedwa no ebobo ho adi ho nkomo ahwese figures a ewo budget nim ne baabi a yese ye de sika hodo bi bekọ akohyehyɛ no. I mean eyade a ebebu o man na de emwa no ana de free say dooso dodo ana de free say esua no na afei wo mo recommend na minister no e de bi akeka ho ne aposisi ni nyina yie kama. Even before budget na nkasa beba no na committees ahodo ewo parliament no wo mo nyina tenase invite agencies ahodo a wo supervise wo nyina ama the leadership of those agencies no etimi abe present wo budget. Now ye wie na afemra shebedwa no bobo ho wie egitumu wie
FM95.1
na afi ya ye de friend appropriation. And no, yes, kasi ebema 500 Ghana cedis as Ministry of Health. 500 Ghana cedis ni the amount. Wo agencies ehyehyehye wase nyina ye de obi ade de amano na afei aban no etimi movie as a vehicle na wo mo aye adwuma kama. Enti ye be hyase the fiscal year accounting year no hyase from January na kwakwa yende 31st December na chese ye de afini na no e de asi. But ye be ye ni say ewie no na afei botaya ye nyaye trimubono se ye papa nti ye nyaye ye nhye ati sei no sika ye de call ye na enkrofo tete wo mo offices wo mo tinka wo mo nanka na wo mo de wo nsa abobo aban sika mu bebre wo mo a ewia bi
onua efe
wo mo a ye di sika ma wo mo se wo mo fa sika no nkodi djuma bi na sika no botanti a yede sika ne ma wo mo no wo mo antimi amfa saa sika na anye de kodia potinti a yeso ma wo mo nanso amode akoye bebe foforo enti yesifa sika ekoton kokomba na be supply ni enye program a ye friend nkokon nkitenkete. Okay, debi obaye osi debi medi sika no akwakoto bode ba nti ye de kwakodua bode. You misappropriated the funds. The purpose of the funds. Any the sikani yese fa koye no. Wan fa ankwa ankoye. Enti e kwan bi so no wa mo man na boka. Said ya wode koye ye ne ye papa se enye papa. Enye no no man ne share we se fa koye. And then se wo fa the Public Financial Management Act. Na wo kenkanya misappropriation eye an offense esese eye punishable by law. As will be go contrary to it. As I see a timid chena so many who say, I dear near cast for Zicano Koyana, one fan quan koyeno. And so on soon so. Okay, embezzlement. Nipanet Nasi. On one Casa ye man 10 Ghana cedis. Already no budget to crowd by what block figures. Okay, now ye this kind of man you no. One Casa Sican was a funny so a funny sem. Yama 1 cedi. Fakoto koko ebra anopay eniko mokosa na se masa obaya wontimi account for 1 cedi no. Sikani bi ayira ye hwehwa ye hu. This is how we've lived our life over the years.
FM 95.1.
Aban bia ba oman ni sika ni yenya mfiri ba bia o yenya firi wo ho ene meme ho. Ejuma bia wo ye bia especially those of us ye wo in a company say ye formal ene obi ani mu akatu a woje ye develop payroll e dia ma ye calculate ni atewoto ni atua ni e dia ma aban. Said ye be ya basic social amenities and ye man kitenkete a I mean wo be hia na me so me hia no aban betimi di sa sika ni bia ye. But ye be wie no ye betete to ni nyina wie na kɔboa no wɔ consolidated fund ne mu no okay yɛbɛwie no yɛbɛyɛ appropriation na wie na nyɔnko te baabi na ɔno nko a pɛsɛmenkumi nya nti na ɔno nko ade ne sabɔ sika ni mu a na wafa na ɔde akɔyɛ ne ho yie aban wei ba power
Onua FM 95.1
mo kaayɛ ma yɛte aseɛ sɛ aban dadaa no ɛkɔɔyɛ no korɔ no bɔ bebree na akɔ so okay mama yɛte ase o sɛ aban a etwa mu no kronobo bebre na no ɛkɔ so COVID-19 expenditure as I speak to you now Auditor General no aye special report from 2020 basic 2022 people took the report in this country explained the report made it clear to us baby ya embezzle funds meant for COVID-19 operations ya mfasa sika no anye. Okay, and okay, Medobeko, the Auditor General's report on public accounts of ministries, departments, and agencies. Ofa Auditor General on the report now, a gumwa
95.1.
We'll talk about most of them. Now, Jenny went the home komo because President Mahama, as a Thursday, Friday, a show commitment and my indication say the Attorney General must ensure say prosecution mappa ebetimiakoso it must not be business as usual because on my way chronoboni does too much the least opportunity I will be a benya no person de bokro no adie na wo fa no wonim say enya wodi by principle and say we do nsabo aban sikanim yet or the nsabom obeko scot free we are was be pre-bargaining. And Crawford said that you must have bought by Sikamu and the Koya investment in Yasun Faswobocho. Now, when we are Marcasio, you be pre-bargaining and to meet me at Yesicano in bet in Kakra. I say, I be any day, and you'll be a sorry, no pa, and in Sabo, by Sikan, no, we are Saba between Bicycle, their money back. There has to be some level of punishment because, I mean, the Public Financial Management Act, and it's clearly the do's and the don'ts when it comes to public finances. And here we are near cut deals, near cut corners. Just like that. Baby, as I see you make a case. Now you court, you present your case. And the evidence to one many penus. At the end now, you know, you're wrong. It needs not to be motivated. Near the kukwasa. Look, the NDC government here where nay. More raising Crawford hopes to the highest level. Moba ye Mushasio, President Mahama, Yenyan Sweni in Krano na Ora, Ora was in operation. Yet committee. Operation Recover All Loot.
95.1.
Operation Recover All Loot. Adia be a ya bind dia, Obinam Kwan Boneswa Fadia free a bind some. As I see ye, a bind sassy, as I say ye, a bind cast, a bind bungalows. A buying sika and Crawford you Munsa bomb operation recover all loot oral. 9 to 10 months down the line. Ora is very silent. The Attorney General and his workers are all silent. Nobody is talking again about Ora. Meanwhile, no committee at Juma one more year at the time almost submit your report. And the Ama president, one more gather evidence in BS as gather. All that needs to be done, and it's a no segregation. Now I try to say, all run capture cases A, B, C, D. For that reason, no A, B, C, D. Currently, they are court. They initiated prosecution, and you know, assembly, you know, a coso court. But all rather, ye D. Meanwhile, no, on the sidelines of Ora, no, and Crawford hopes, Basura to the stance say. People got the hope, say, baby or man yet dream there. At least, for the very first time, we will get people punished for the wrongful things they do against the states. Yet, I don't pay a year, say, Akoya Koko football, wouldn't you anymore, ye boy, yam pass oda. But when we are womudia, as so quite a mufaswa womubono. So when you are growing more, a quail befaso of beboa diano crano, now quail bibi. And this is how the politicians are treating us. But we have serious matters, as I see a dealing with it. And the president, you know, I'm making clear indications. The Attorney General, Dr. Aine, must ensure say prosecution mappa ebetimi akoso. Why on earth should we award contracts? Na ya bloaty contract, Why on earth should it be? Say a buy benye ni suadi hunu says say ye road construction. Na ye kwan de man ye manfo. Na ye betu ye sika na contractors le bi mu nko site. And so ye koso atu ye sika de ma wo mo. Why? If we have people in offices, woman no due diligent. And make sure say standard procedure be as so first one son ya make sure say ya be making payment to any contractor no. Those standard procedures ni ye funny in also and make sure say nipa na ya disika ma no. Wa ye adwuma no. When ye adwuma so no afakwati kwa bi so no akọ raise certificate. When the certificate ni ba yes you lazy ni ati nkonwam ni atua sika ni wi a auditor general de ba no obeye na adwuma no wa ba ba kire ye say na sika we ya mutua ye call field no adwuma no ye nye ene ho sa. This is how we live our lives as a people in this country. People continue to enrich themselves every day. People are more richer than the states. And by virtue of their riches, women are so powerful even than the states. To think, say, I mean, what yet your person ye be at the end of the day, nobody will question him. Because said ye midi kaka ye koko football unya woma ye pass you separately, ye pass you treat you differently. Unya ni mudia, then you face the full rigors of the law. But as a country, 95.1. How are we going to continue living our lives like this? Ochinayaba, there is a whole report of the Auditor General on public schools, toilet facilities, common toilet facilities, yentimin provided. Ochinayaba, ya this report in the debaba betchno. Sikana nkrofo wiano, the excesses, any the impact are back. In some petty amenities, essentially to me providing man for yankwala yema eco schools in the public institutions. Public toilet yentimin si. Sika ye tradia to was yen fan kosi public toilet no. Obi sorry I know the nsako boom. And that person will be walking freely. No chesting it, what chest it out. No, you're okay. I mean, we're satisfied. Kwame Fadia the two screen is on the Enco screen. The public accounts, report of the public accounts on ministries, agencies. I'm giving you some of the ministries and the agencies. Any near money be a 1 more year. Now, overall, the reports on ministries, agencies, and departments are akano. The Auditor General is telling us overpayment of contract in Kwa accrue 250 million Ghana cedis. Overpayment of contract. I'm giving you the general overview. Yaya contracts. Contract, ya what the friend of Public Procurement Act daho. Say a bear award the contractor, okay? As I see a farm requiring so, and Rano actually yes, ye. Near to me the award the contract. Say coin contract to cry yema. And she say, what was I see a diesel? Near to me award the road contract at the companies. No more juba. You had your friend open tendering. You be a quine too, or Debbie Fafa Bacona Beko way so. You had your friend open tendering. You be a quine to her. What proposal be an Fabra? O proposals I would deba. O modalities, or techniques I would deba your quino, plus o budget, or spending no baby, why you're dinging out the figures I can't come. No, why you're modeling in idea, ba. The tendering committee no bet nasi. I go through all of it. I select it. I shortlist it. Okay, na tendering committee no na juma we shortlist it we. Baby as I say konako. Na payinfo so atenase. Ni ahwese as approval ba na approval emba.
Onua FM 95.1.
For me I do not care so be behind the closed doors. Na wakwakoye lobbying. See, informal company and a mammy informal company. And only me case, but we all know how some of these things are done. If you are is so sourcing, Ye makwan e ma companies aka no kra empre. Ye hwɛ mu a ne ye nipa ba ko so. Ye hwɛ wadwuma a waye ne o track record ne o experience a. Saa kwan we motor we ya ye de. Ebi a wobetumi aye ama na bro so wo ahoden no e wo the needed tools and equipment a wobetumi de aye saa adwuma no. Na your term contract no e de amount. Okay? Your term contract ne ma wo wi a. Contract no a ye de amount, there is a some figure to it and no necessary buy ne hwe so etua. Aban se say mu no or say he does not pre-finance road projects. And you want kasa as a contractor who be raising a facility with any bank. Now what media started a year jumano. Preparatory works in Yinano, one kasa necessary your mobilization. That is how they call it. We your mobilization we o site o shall say we year juma no kodru baby a no one raise their friend performance certificate. Now they are now buy a tuya for the first job done. And at any point in time, Controller and Accountants General must know, Ministry of Finance must know, Nipa Tuaka issue checks for payment must know, say, Nipa ya tuya ni sika dia money dia. The rightful amount na tuya because contract sub ni bibiano eda wenim dada. The more approve ye nyina adam wenim ewo ho, the records are there. So why do we do overpayment? Do you know why? The reason no any say obi wo ho ani contract sub 500,000 Ghana cedis. And there is something we call time value of money. Well, yeah, Jumani we raising certificate. All call the name of Gusu or yeah, Jumano. Certificate now we're raising SSR buying tuya ne kawa hona buying entuya. Near Chintra so near the contractors nika. I feel sa contractor na besa ko dwom ho biom at the time obenya sika no. Na niema ne boasisa inflation affecting niema ni bi. Enti ebo no de buy na fe ebo no ntumu asanso abede aba count. Now for the year 2024 overpayment of contract nkoa no 215 million Ghana cedis. Imagine the number of projects as asika we be ye de amaye. Okay? Now Oba Auditor General explanation and in the keynote our de here. Or say contractors were paid amount exceeding contract values. And the contractors nankasa budget one year and your financial way on what they buy projections on what they buy Now the Auditor General is telling us the contractors were paid amount exceeding contract values. Ye tuyamane broso. Often without justification or approval from the appropriate authorities. Sikani ye tuya obiya ne wa or sanctions sika we de yentua so ne ye tuya 2024 we na dan funtino obiya nka se yentua sika no obiya ma approval opanipo ma approval se yentua sa sika we ya. There is nobody that is owing up to say me na me ma approval for this particular payment, yet we go ahead and make payment for those things. I mean, what kind of country do we live in? Okay? The Auditor General goes further to state, I said this was across different ministries. And in your ministry, and a boy, 215 million. No, in your ministry, several ministries, different ministries. Obia yebi, because and only choir one of us with the Riesica. Okay? When your contract value no sub no man, Roswa, Obe na kwa jene kickback. Obeda kwasi yemfasi kani be man. We know the contract sum and the contract values, yet we go ahead and make payment. You make payment ni we are payment na you making nankasano. It is without approval. Yet and Crawford one make that payment. One more authorize ye ma ye tuya sa sikano. And they are working free. Yes, yam punish one more. And you have Attorney General Zabakwabena. They are all quiet about this happening. And the Gusua Aircos. Let me anchor the next slide.
The big story. 195.1. Big story.
Now, my young ministries Nibi, there are over 250 million Ghana cedis overpayment are yet to contractors for the year 2024. Beginning with some of the ministries. Ministry of Roads and Highways. Project one more award contract to rehabilitation and feeder roads in Ashanti and Eastern regions. Okay, now in Ashanti region and Eastern region, Roads and Highway Ministry awarded certain contract to certain companies. Okay, in the year 2024, we'll come to the specifics. When you watch now, the specific roads. The first contract had a contract sum of 320 million Ghana cedis. Okay, 320 million Ghana cedis. And we are seeing na Ghana etua 398 million Ghana cedis. Contract ya award contract anankasa tena se eye ne calculations ye ne mathematics o se ekwan na obeye ni nyina rehabilitation se wo ko tetem so okwan ne den ni nyina de obeye nyina no esame up to 320 million Ghana cedis. But yeni ye kwakotua contract aneka no, instead of paying 320 million Ghana cedis na aban mu paying for keep payment for 398 million Ghana cedis. Imagine the amount of sika ababeka ho.
Only FM 95.1.
Okay, just imagine. I hear you dear Tuso. As a sika no either say ko contractor ne ho and I say konkrofo bottom separately. Over payment in kwaye 78 million Ghana cedis. Contractor, contract no yet 320 million. Contractor na stating the BBA. Time value of money. Why any calculations? I any subtractions? I any BBA. And also contract we say project amodiama me ya kosia. This is how much I expect the government to pay me. 320 million. Instead of paying 320 million, na Ministry of Roads and Highways, akwa kotua 398 million. Overpayment inquire 78 million Ghana cedis. So the question is that 78 million Ghana cedis, why not Roads and Highway Ministry authorizes a young 78 million and fanka contract and isika? And where did that money go to? Now you go to the Auditor General. I say contractors were paid for unexecuted portions of the work. Payment certificates were issued without site verification. And Roads and Highways near what they contract ni we no. Wamu 2 years ikadema bro so no. Yet wamu anko engineers Roads and Highways no. Wamu antimi anko visited those projects. Crowd to even have an eye on it to see say project ya award ye no. Contractor na ye 2 years ikama na bro so no kra no. Ejuma no ko ye anase wanye. There was no site inspection. Okay, now let's go to the Ministry of Health.
FM 95.1.
Project supply and installation of medical equipment. You see, Yankoko hospitals ahodo machines bi wo ho a aye obsolete. Assessing yan fixing in da and ya award a contract de my particular company. Me so Chinayaba will shortlist all those companies because details is in the Auditor General's report. Now, ya award a contract sum of 150 million Ghana cedis. Okay, to the company. Say, making sure so best supply and install those medical equipment. Instead of paying 150 million, we are saying 185 million. And 35 million Ghana cedis. That is the difference and amount of money and non constitute overpayment. Na ministry neti ho. Now this is what the Auditor General is saying. The Korea Auditor General raising here. Or say equipment not delivered in full. Some items were obsolete or not even fit for purpose. And machines na say. Machines na say nti yenya obi a ono no se obetumi akra machines ni bi diaba. Now we install machines ni diama. Now after service, provision of services after installation. Now, one make sure so best service will be BBA. One, first of all, contract na nkasa value no 150 million no. Ya tuesi kana manabroso. Ya the 35 million Ghana cedis. And ya two contract value ne so. And instead of paying 150 million no, ya baba between 185 million Ghana cedis. ye tua no wie no anso hwa say ye be due diligent and make sure say mfidie na company no e de eba 95.1 mfidie papa emiti standards emiti the threshold ye wie ye no eno so ayampa bua enti machines ankasa kra na company na ankasa de buy ye no okay majority of those machines no ebi asese ebi so no ma it doesn't fit the purpose what the ye the reason ti aye kra dia ba ye ntimi fa nye yet ye tua ni sika ne de ama no etua ma na bro so contract na nkasa nso kra so execute na wanye adwuma na anwie adwuma no company na anya anwie enso ye tua ni sika ni nyina de ama no ama ebi kra sa bro so. That is Ministry of Health, and you have Director General Sebetina Hobe ye adwuma abanya sisa, a new Director General is there, Minister is there, nobody is raising anybody questions bia ma obi am prosecute obi a nipa no offer 35 million wafa de ashen who were free. Look, this NDC government 95.1 on the size of corruption, any oral, any confidence ma overall no a bear no sesani ma we yantimi anya. The next election will be very interesting in this country. Oko the Ghana Education Service, construction of classroom blocks and dormitories. Where 2024 construction of classroom blocks and dormitories. Na yatimi award the contract at the ama companies to the tune of 210 million Ghana cedis. Okay, so munko provide classrooms and dormitories munsisi in some of the schools. Me so china yeba me the breakdown in the bebro. You will know the schools, you will know the companies involved. And opedie me tete ani na dia chiro keke se de be ya betiase. No china ye di nkomo na wo hu ba bia nkomo ni free ba.
FM
210 million ni award contract. Instead of paying 210 million, no, ye koya ni akotua 252 million Ghana cedis. Okay, obiti baby one pump ni tinka ni 9 kan ni nsanka and so or the 42 million Ghana cedis e dia to so our first kan dia hye ho free of charge. Overpayment in kwa 42 million. It is a catch as some of the technocrats. One more crowd, one more ya cromfo cracking politicians now. You will not believe it. Okay? Some of the technocrats, say, one more ya cromfo cracking politicians now. You will not believe it. Yen bloaty figures, yen fa figures ni bin kaho, yen tisikano fan to baby. Now this is what the Auditor General says. Full payments made despite incomplete or abandoned projects.
95.1.
No verification and no variation orders were issued. Dear Yana, a chance no mukra ni say, yet yesika no more, yet yesika no sumana bros we no. A jumana and Cassantia, yet yesika dia mom. A jumano companies in sign yet. They don't do it. Enti ode nsako kakakra we si dormitory na dru baby lentil level one twaso bie wa moso wanye ne hwe dormitory na project na ka ho untimi nyusu enso nipa di hu sika awie and then now to baby wo da susu say wo ba ne ko green track or go gold track or ko yellow track white track. These are the things that we do to our own selves. We are so corrupt and we do it with that shame and fire ho kra. The least opportunity at the Bema Ghana in Oberia. That is where the society has led to. Maybe I yet to say, I don't know. You call the other ministry. So this is the ministry, the Ghana Education Service. Woman kwa DNA. Mature health ministry in India. And a mature roads and highways there. Okay? Mami ma who the last one. We need the last one. Okay. So these are except of, any happen. So it cannot be business as usual. Say, Attorney General Nawaba, okay? Aside the old run by ye be 9 months down the line, yenteri. And there be a press conferences in Kwa, Kasadudu, Emfa Bibia, Messi Ghana, Nini table. So. Meanwhile, people have squandered our monies. People have misappropriated our funds. And Krofua and Bezil Sika, I say, Timichi, or prosecute you, near judgment. On behalf of the state.
FM 95.1.
Attorney General Soria, press conferences are Cassia. I am for Bibiama. Press conferences. Celebrity Attorney General. Now your boss has to call you. Your boss, the president, has to call you and tell you, say, refer to the Auditor General report for 2024. See the things in the report and make sure say prosecution ebe koso. Yemfa nkrofo nko gina mra no mo answer questions. This is what the president is telling you. Because promise amode ma Ghana for no enu nie. Na you can 42 million Ghana cedis. When him say sika we die timi ye. I changing the rest of your life. I want you for the rest of your life. The people are so rich. They are so rich and powerful, even more than the states. Sikawe ya womu dia womu bia ne basa basa. Ebi ye loans a ye kwaji yo. Aside the loans no, ye betua e yo mienu ne me ye to ne ye di betua no. Most of them now ye tuon ketenketi a wutua wo niema wo ye ne kakrakra no de wutuatua de support aban se aban fanye mpuntudwuma no ebia na nkrofo de omunsa bomu ano omu afa omo ne omo namfo no omo ache. But why do we continue to build a nation like this? Yet about the corruption there, say politician bia no boss wo Ghana. Politician bia no, nobody talks about corruption anymore. Nya yene kukwasa na 4 years na so kukwasa ne akoto aba na 8 years na ba no afura ban mu no kɔ no accountability womo account womo eba ban mu kɔ dada no accountability, nobody accounts for anything. Womo so ebetena mu no mo so kɔ na for fraba, no accountability, and we continue doing things like this, and you think that one day the youth will not rise. Ye nipa boni for too much in this country. Ye nipa boni for too much. Ye timo den so. Ye nimpa sa de na ye no enye emwa yen as a country emwa yen. This week, you be picking one say there is a whole report of the Auditor General on Galamsey, and that is where I'm so much happy about. Because you know something, Galamsey na ye gusu a ye kono na Kwame ye ko Galamsey na ye ko Galamsey unim se aban de sika e de shed the fight of Galamsey mu ana aban de sika de shed Galamsey mu. So we'll come to it this week. How much has gone into the fight against Galamsey? Yekoto drones, yekoto speedboat, yekoto gold catches, yekoto niema bebre, operation ahodwa ya nyinano. How much monies have been disbursed into the fight against Galamsey? A simple question. Galamsey ne yadia kunye opportunity and Crawford di wiesika. And now say we really mean the cause you bet me fighting Galamsey. Mame kwa humane sobra na many Ora Vitus as many nkomo anti-corruption crusader na anope yembisa and said these are some of the things happening, and year in year out I mean we get to know of some of these things. Should it take the president to order his attorney general to ensure prosecution and sana sa niema we no ebi etimi akoswana mzazi motemenka? Good morning.
That's why we have set up 95.1 and appointed people to lead them, to help them. And so, if it falls in your ambit, you should go ahead and act without waiting for the president to instruct you or to require you to do it. Otherwise, it look like he interfering with you or trying to control you in a way beyond what you are supposed to do.
Yes, but as the saying goes, the buck stops with the president. However, in terms of accountability, the Ghanaian people do expect a lot from the president when it comes to the fight against corruption. And so if you have an officer of the state who is being appointed by the president and the person is not living up to expectation, isn't it right for the president to call him to order in terms of acting?
Yes, of course. The president is the overall head of the executive. And so when he appoints people, he has the right to supervise them, to question them, to hold them accountable for the purpose for which they have been appointed. So there's actually nothing wrong with the president asking the person to do the right thing. But I'm saying that even without the president asking them to do their duty, they should be able to also go ahead and do their work without waiting for the president to direct them.
Now, where do we start from when we talk about prosecuting people, I mean, who are found culpable with the Auditor General? Most often than not, you see some of these things being revealed on radio at the Public Accounts Committee level. But after all the submissions are done, I mean, where do we start from? Where must the Attorney General begin his work after all these things?
You see, it is not all the responsibility of the Attorney General.
95.1.
When the Public Accounts Committee submits its report to the entire House and they approve it, it goes back to the executive, that is, the heads of the various MDAs. Then we have this thing we call the ARICs, Audit Report Implementation Committees. They are supposed to implement them, except in specific cases where the Parliament refers the matter to the Attorney General for prosecution. So it will depend on the nature of the case and what Parliament directs.
So in time past, I mean, this has been the procedure, yet we've not really we've not come to the end of some of these matters of concern. So, I mean, you see the infractions being cited by the Auditor General, you see the misappropriation and the embezzlement and all of that. Yet, after that, recommendations will come from Parliament's appointment Public Accounts Committee, yet we do not see the level of punishment. And so, I mean, President is quite worried about such a development. Now he's asking for empirical action to be taken, I mean, against some of these things that do happen within our public agencies. So the question will still remain that from henceforth, what must the Auditor General do to be able to ensure closure on some of these matters?
Are you talking about the Auditor General or the Attorney General? For the
Attorney General, sorry, I beg your pardon.
Yes. Yeah, so for the Attorney General, and I think that's why the President called him alongside the Chief Justice and all that, to call for a collaboration.
Okay.
Because it's also possible that the Attorney General will take matters to court and they will keep delaying there until the change of government. And so I believe that's why the President called the Chief Justice and the Attorney General and other stakeholders to appeal for better collaboration. You know, some time ago, we also, when I was at GI, we called the various heads of the various accountability institutions to call for collaboration and sharing of information. So if the police are already investigating a matter, then the Office of Special Prosecutor does not need to also start it.
Okay.
Or if the Office of Special Prosecutor requires some information from the police should willingly give. So as state institution, there's need for collaboration. I wouldn't see that as directives, especially to the Chief Justice, because the judiciary is independent of the executive. But I believe that it was just for collaboration, so that things will go faster than we're seeing. Yes, everybody is not happy with the way things are going. Auditor General's reports are not being worked on. And then it looks like the Auditor General wastes his time going through these audits and coming out with reports. Public Accounts Committee wastes their time going through it, and then nothing comes out of it.
Yes.
We cannot continue like this. So we are not anywhere near to resolving these issues at all.
Interesting. Now, the coming into office of the special prosecutor gave some level of respite. Now, concerns are that it almost become a white elephant without being able to bite. And so, I mean, whilst the AG is trying to do his best, what is also the duty of the office of the special prosecutor to ensure some of these matters equally see the effect for which we are supposed to give it in terms of attention?
I see when we have a number of institutions, sometimes it's a bit difficult to avoid duplication or one waiting for the other, thinking that the other is going to take action on a certain issue and the fellow is waiting, that one is waiting for the other. And so that's one of the problems with the number of accountability institutions that we have. Now, the Office of Special Prosecutor may be waiting for specific cases to be referred to him or to the office for action. Or there are certain challenges that he's facing, we don't know. But I think that in general, Ghanaians' expectations with regards to the speed with which these things should be done is not met. And that is a very serious problem. That all the accountability institutions, the Attorney General's Office, the Office of Special Prosecutor, the Commission on Human Rights, the police, they should all act. The YOKO, they should do their work promptly. Then when it gets to court too, now that the problem has been a special appeal to the Chief Judge, he also, I believe that the best is to set up fast-track committees, courts, to deal with these Auditor General's reports.
Okay.
That will help to reduce the malpractices. Because, you see, if this is a case, the Auditor General have gone through the matter and come up with some evidence.
Okay.
Already. So investigation should not take too long, and when it goes to court, once they are satisfied that the thing has to go to court, it should be easier, or it should take a shorter time for it to be prosecuted.
Now, quite an interesting one, because some of these issues being raised are also issues that Ghanaians were given a lot of hopes on when it comes to the work that the oral committee did. Many were expecting that by now prosecutions might have started, and then we are getting to get to see to the end of some of these issues that are coming in. For how long should Ghanaians wait to see something happening when it comes to a fight like this?
I'm not in a position to say how long, but I think that it shouldn't be long enough to dash the expectations of Ghanaians. Of course, the legal vacation probably also acted to delay some of the possible prosecutions. But it should not take so long. Like I'm saying, it should be possible for us to have fast-track courts that will deal with these things promptly. Because Ghanaians have been waiting. And that's probably why we voted for a change. And exactly. If the president has promised a reset, we want to see a reset in all institutions. And that will involve recovering the monies that have been wrongly taken or illegally taken by certain people. We should not allow people to go about free and enjoying the booty that the loot that they have taken.
FM 95.1.
But will we ever get to the end of some of these issues? Now, reading from the Auditor General's report for 2024, report on public accounts of ministries, departments and agencies, to the tune of some 250 million Ghana cedis. That is how we were able to overpay contracts that were awarded from the ministries and other agencies. So to what extent are we going to do this, knowing very well that there were contract values associated with contracts awarded? Why do we become so negligent and do overpayment to such a tune or amount of money?
You see, that is why we want, or the Auditor General has some powers to recover some of the monies without even waiting for the end of the audit. Because if they have seen that you have done the wrong thing, they should order you to pay the money back.
95.1.
I think those are some of the things that we administrative ways of avoiding the unnecessary delays in recovering some of these monies. Because when you wait, you have to go through the Public Accounts Committee, then the Attorney General has to investigate further and go to court. It takes a longer time. But some cases are so obvious that the Auditor General should have powers to just say, please, this money you have taken wrongly, kindly pay it back to chest and show me evidence that you paid the money. If we don't do it this way, we are not likely to get to the end of the things you are talking about.
Very well, but that equally raises another concern. So assuming the person took the money, used the money in some level of investment, has gotten the proceeds out of its investment, and then finally we comes back to say that the Attorney General or the Auditor General must ensure recovery of those amounts. Without due punishment, is that really the right thing to do, and is that the right way to go?
It is not the right way to do it, but you have to look at it from various ways. If, for example, the money there was no criminal intent, but just maybe somebody was maybe irresponsible or not unable to do the work the way it should be done, but without any criminal intent, maybe there will no need to prosecute. But when you are paying back the money, there has to be penalties. There has to be penalties in terms of the investment that the interest that you have made. Okay. If that money was in the chest of government or even put in treasury bills. So it depends on, we have to look at each case on its own merit to decide what action to take, whether to just recover and take penalty or to proceed to prosecute the people involved.
Very well. So, in terms of your own measurement, is this government committed enough to fighting corruption, as we were told ahead of the election?
I would say that there is some amount of commitment, but as I said earlier on, it has not met the expectations of many Ghanaians, and they need to move faster than they are moving.
Very well. Mr. Azim, I must say I'm grateful this morning for your time.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And Vital Azim and Menino Eddie and Common anti-corruption campaigner or crusader speaking to us and pay na wadona daruma and yet to be at 70 BS. But I'm faster Emma luckiest adaruma. Yeah, this is in 3 though Eddie Abba and to be a part of it na and pay also to me winning some level of cash and pay say Ubenyesika Eddie a show weekend ya okay was spending a lot and pay this is the greatest opportunity say Ubenya Wasika was spending nyina no back na like you said yen kanche was say adopay de obey nyina ni so be fa phone na what dial *712# *712# na what you see option 1 what you see option 1 na afi what me ajo special ticket o special ticket no e was special numbers said draw no enya bo na what numbers no etomu pe na che say we win cash I don't know na you be make sure say we win ya wo cash ni nyina no e ba beto o momo no so e de amount adopay for shemubi na obe we cash pam pacho de wutwa bia sika bia wodi shemu bia na ye boho mo e de bow anope luckiest adaroma be lucky everywhere. Option 2 no any say obe call luckiestafrica.com na wetimi select community ticket na wetimi atwa ticket no utwa ticket na you on your way to winning big with lucky games ye de brewe anope for shem na wonso obetimi e win a lot of cash pa baby I will be a trebi na obetimi e di cash. Omada Roman and pay one more HMA Abuaye. 3 minutes after 9, my big for no atnase. And she had in commodity no at the Beba Shortly. Now, Bill's microcredit, sir, memoir mania, sir, Afino, Yakwa, Baby, si, and Chibiana, Afinino, air corner, ye, would die as soon as one Casabay with Juma, say will be with Juma, and so Sika 7 wire day at the Amawa, no pay Bill's microcredit at Daruma, one more Ebemo Sika at the show with Juma no assay. I feel one Casansu, you'll be our business dada, but two Pesika, the idea friend expansion, and I will pay with church when you many more, no pay Bills at Darumenti, one Bemo Sika, ma wet me at the church washimu. Now when the bills enkodi enkomo o ye salaried worker pacha o pesika e dia show project na se o pesika dia toka de wo hia sika dia ye bia na no pay wa hoto so mapa no e ye bills microcredit wo mo adaroma ana no pay many wo edi wo mo eho enkomo pacha de obe nyina ne se obekọ bills wo mo office bia e be wo hia collateral de wo hia ye wo Ghana card na watimi e bowra bills office bia mo na woni wo mo akwakodi enkomo sika no de wo pedia ye bia no bills say who here mposa woni wo be save and I say obenya bank account with them savings account and I say susu account with them pacho you wo here bia no de obe here ne say wo de Ghana card no ebeba wo mo ebehwe na afi wo nso wakoma so ade ene woni so ade hu ne kra wo no wo mo atimi ade sika aso wase na atimi abam ade amount I don't pay for bills for now new money in common on 0596 920833 0596 920833 and after 0302 200390 0302 200390 now when a bills microcredit any in common terms and conditions apply I don't pay one more aroma. Mabeja for the no at that's yeba ababedi and komona and komodo pina no and go plus 5 after 9 but join you live on Facebook na ma wadwen training no emra Dr. Inusa a senior member at the movement for change and pay what na say doc bachi
speaker mo wachi
mejo so na mpomwe
nyamiadum enije kese ewo krom hanu mamemfa akonya we and congratulate the Black Stars of the Republic of Ghana for qualifying for the 5th time to the world stage of football, the World Cup. I think this is a time Ghana for ni na no that spirit that was lost some time back ago no samba back, but mesre abai especially the FA as well. Sir, they should allow the coaches and the technical team to use technicalities devoid of any interference into the processes leading to the World Cup. Mamun for Munsan Shishemu, Mamun Jessica, and for players being caught, no Munjebi Yempesa. We've seen it in the past. We've seen how politics ni influence no Eddie mismanagement about Black Stars a bomb engineer ye. Ghana is one of the finest football nations in the world, but in recent times they should ensure what the players need no. They should support them. And my message to also the Black Stars is that anytime you are playing football for your nation, play with pride. You understand? Don't look at the money. Play with pride. Now, it's more, I mean, you feel more proud than playing for your clubs abroad. Inti mesra mu se mamu fa Ghana edo enfan show mo kumamu na omo fa no and push it towards the World Cup. And I know say if they go with a patriotic front that Ghana first first, I'm sure say we will be able to even speaker last time we say quarterfinals. And yes sir, 2010
and the check, yes,
2010 say a history to last time.
And semi-finals.
Well, final speaker. I say G Cup. It is possible.
World Cup.
It is possible.
I see. Alright, Peter. One day say a lecture with a UCB. As well, he's a communications expert. But I remember that I remember that Kwame.
Speaker.
What's the teacher?
I don't pay me down. Any Akwanya Cassia or the Amami. Me signed the Enchia Cassia Edema, me Minuya, Dr. Ramsey. Say Ramsey near me the same Inusano. Na Dr. Ramsey. As someone say Dr. Kaninano and a crack. Pempenso Yadri. I was saying na Yakabum. Any players not true. Sania or Kayano. Yen Fasika. Enkodi enim yedi kakodi enim e Brazil no yehunia eto yen se oman obekai Dr. Ramsey samre na mu kono nkube a yentumi embobo kube ba kwa e cost around $200 ahan se obekai ya this time around ne message ne say yenfa won a ombetumi akoton Ghana wonga speaker na osreme
meji anya mensre
na sa me ke ma twantro
na me da
sa mani munu yankoto nom kube 200 Ghana cedi ama me sa mai mo ya bisa ya ko de na asem na me ka sa me osreme gidi me ke sa this time around ko na ye ko no ma yanko se ye ko bo pe
okay
yanko ni yanko ton on my Ghana mine sabia after World Cup no enko ese ball pe ne yeko ball ye eniema ye no oman yi mu no ye betwe enkofo adwen asiso twa bibi te say your friend is saying can 2008 ye ball oman yi mu ye ntumi anton Ghana se tumi ton ya anka ne adjuma kase abre Ghana ewo mereko a omampai mahama say or the 24-hour economy ebe anka se mukina samberuka won ba ye nyina na Dr. Ramsey ye mo bia Ghana chocolate for free. Amaya ball Ghana no so kwa no the corner memu no man ye o Ghana memu e mo podi say be Ghana kwa chocolate ha enti man yanko bobo ne pe yanko ton Ghana so nka ho me da say
na ozeme yo na
asa we say we the chimbisa asa so me kana me twantro bisa
me untwantro me nka say untwantro there was a asem na no aka Wadre Mahama head of corporate affairs Temoy refinery, right? What imagine
ya me ya bema
that is saying
they were doing we na so
Eradia Daroba. You remember there?
Aboko, you remember?
Well, Mamintia, toy at saying.
Oh, Mamintia, me other two co-panelists. I think it's the first time I know one is here. Now, Minchia, my penny John Dramani Mahama, and my boss, Mr. Edmond Combat. managing director of Tema Oil Refinery and a deputy, Mustafa Batalema Alaji. Speaker.
Yes.
Third day, you know, before you take you over the reins of power in the state of the refinery, and the only Ghana's premier refinery, established in the year 1963. That time, Ghana discover oil, and I say, you even sense of say you oil in this country yet. You a leader, Dr. Kwame Appiah, who preempted say, you be doing Subia. Ghana would discover oil. Until even in the absence of oil those days, Crampono, Otimi Edwin AC an oil refinery, Edema, or my Ghana. But over, let me say, 6, 7, 8 years, the refinery has been redundant. It has not been functioning because the ambassador said the main function here to refine crude, na atiakoda. They were not doing it, rather they were rendering services. Because he said kita the biggest farm tanks or tanks I store fuel at home. Yeah, so even in the absence of the core mandate, now more a high and now rented the tank farms for BDCs and now cra finished product at the about my way. So through the farm tanks, the loading gantry and other services, and then I hold the total now. But the fact is that for the past 7, 8 years, the new management has made it a point, say, as I said, company call back to the main core mandate.
Okay.
This is not the first time we are saying this. By the end of this month, Tor will have to start refining crude in this country.
By the end of October.
Of this month, yes, by the end of October. We have signed. We've even started what we call the turnaround maintenance to put all the equipment back to shape. The last time
as the equipment there by now, we bring obsolete.
Yeah, they bring obsolete. So we have done. That's why we have instituted a committee to look into the turnaround maintenance. We have employed temporary staffs or more maintenance for the past 2-3 months. They have been working on the maintenance works. And the last time I'm MDA issue statement from his office, the turnaround maintenance work. So far, I had 98%. I had 98% of the maintenance work. Mr. Mekachi will say, by end of this month, we have to start refining. Then I know what I'm telling you. As of last week, we engaged in a staff there, and he made us to understand. So I think by this week, Friday, as I said, turnaround maintenance committee, handing over all the plant to production. So that production will do an inspection. After the inspection, we are good to go. Before the 3rd week of this month, the first crude will have to hit this country.
I see.
So Tema Oil Refinery under the able leadership of Edmond Combat and John Dramani Mahama, the president, because during the campaign season, he reiterated the point, said, Tor must work again. Because if Tor Juma, meaning crampon, in 2 ways. Employment. 2, also in the forex.
Okay.
Because that I can say almost all of your finished products in Nano. Deba. Se thought me Jinan and 9 swa. You bet me a survey about 60% of the Ghanaian market. And imagine say, see, and 60% and Quebec Rabayade Ghana Sikanaba costs into foreign currency. Edia Kraban, see, we won't do that again. So because it needs to be produced in this country. Remember you see the night then, Ejina brand together with what Gold Board and the Ministry of Finance are doing, you see the Ejina brand. Just imagine say, if Tor start to refine,
okay.
Now you to me emit the market 60% in the forex. 2, I've spoken about employment, and 3, energy security. Energy security will also be guaranteed when Tor comes back to full operation. You get the point?
Yeah.
So Tor so far so good. Mestre Ghana phone now say, "Enya media, enya MDDA. It is the asset of the nation. Let us all together pray for new management because
we hope Tor no will bounce back.
Oh, sure. To
say they were kind of we'll follow it up because by the end of this
by the end of this month
production works.
Yeah. Oh, sure. I can assure you on that. But let me just give a brief comment on what I heard my
just few seconds.
Yes, it is true. You see, Kwasia na yɛte a ne hwe aso mprenu.
There be some Benedict no point
and it's only obi a onsua de and ogu so ewo ne bonimu. Let me use that word. I'm saying so to buttress the point that World Cup there was history to that. History there was more positive and there was more negative. So to call say and you may be a C before you're making sure say manner ends. It's a call in the right direction.
Okay.
Because unfortunately, the biggest tragedy I told you on the World Cup happened under same particular political party which is now in government. That supposed issues. Until Nesanyago Domina Black Star, a Timia qualifier, knowing the new administration and the paradigm shifter, you move the governance of this country. Because we compare John Dramani Mahama 1 and the John Dramani Mahama 2, it is clear that there have been advancement when it comes to governance, good governance. So I can assure you, say, your doubt will never materialize.
Okay.
You get the point. You better make sure, say, you better tongue or mind Ghana. Say the assessor, your tongue or mind Ghana, no? So that we will get the full benefit, but not just to go and be on the pitch and play. You better add it up. Remember, I say all the agencies, including Ministry of Sports, Ministry of Finance, this entertainment industry and agencies, because they are those responsible to do some of these things, because they have to just collaborate with the Ministry of Sports, so that they will add up the entertainment aspect. Then maybe Cocoa Board will also come in. So all other agencies and ministries that has some responsibilities on them to help sell the country at the international stage. You know, I pray that there will be that collaboration. What we say collabo, so that Ghana will get a full benefit of it. So I can assure you on that.
Yes. No.
Menua kase opemidin pa. Na mamemfa akonya we and wish my grandmother a happy 95th birthday.
Wow.
Madame Swad El Ruby Sinari of Egypt. Okay. I don't know if you know this, but I don't know. Yes, Egyptian. I have an Egyptian blood. And indeed, this same lady was the one that brought Fatia to Nkrumah.
I see.
That's right. And let me take this opportunity to wish my grandmother a happy birthday and to thank her for all the love and support and the prayer that she has supported me with all this while.
Very well. But the Trade Union Congress, TUC, is warning of imminent water supply. I mean, crisis. They put it. Now they are demanding President Mahama to declare state of emergency. And my answer is free honorable. My answer was so. I wonder. Na Betio for 10 minutes on this particular subject. It looks as if Galamsey keeps coming back week on week. For the last 2 months, it's been on the road. 95.1.
Manya Tete at Ahunu, I can kind documents that say Galamsey, Mbra Yade, Sabu, Infidieco C in Suyosono, a free a year, Ura, a year professor Atamos. Nyame emfa kra ensie na Brefo and then say Galamsey na Brefo na start here edin Galamsey na nkasa is gather and sell sabio anka ne nsuo tokra no a wonam ho to me sisa gold nuggets enye enone ene a sabio yahuri asi nsuom pra ayensu densu yesa nsuo yede edin a sabio enye no kure ede akoto so se Galamsey eno no me mfa se Galamsey eye hwehanya ya de sai nsuo na se Trade Union Congress for ka se 95.1 omampan emfre eye anase on declare state of emergency em se me ka se me bo omachi edom esane se enanu ye na konyako water treatment plant omo kan se omo be shutting down. Omo shutting down no na say one am sa ampotem nyina no enye nsupa enom. Speaker obagia di say less than a month nie me koye research e won kran ha ya na sa bro no na me koye research wo so no yentu Galamsey wo ho
Okay.
Name one permit to say Dr. Ramsey. And Maya now, I'm a 100 B and Yamunina. Exchange sex with clean water.
Ewa Heva.
Cantamanso. Me wo, you know how, me na me call your research. Ewa, me to your video 95.1. Now, Sabia Honomo only one water source on for the liable dam. Opa to kai, me do a dimami alcohol. Liable dam. Oman to talk pipe, a friend saying, host ya, want to talk pipe lines. I'm going to ensure you infirm. It is our cantamanzo for you. Omunya ensure every ashamai, and I'm not here. And I'm just ensure Mujaro area more Mujaria. Omuya the every cover. Now on the cover, they spend not less than 100 cities. I'm going to talk in draw. And answer one query Sabiano, I'm going to spend less than 500 Ghana cities. Now, some way, yen to galam say, and if yes, here exchange sex with clean water. Now, one swa galam say, I say your munsio no so eh. Day no me. Metrasa respondent to tell me say, a man bo sabio minion mumma, mumfanchame, ye buya and say we are, and she be the reporter who and pool, omunya. And just so you know that part of
what's the area band?
Oh. Messi Cantamansu haya, Shaman Cantamansu haya. Unu Cantamansu.
Machidi,
Cantamansu, Many Pomaka home. As I said, Mandidia Copon. Cantamansu Hona, make of the clarity like okay, Cantamansu. Okay, Cantamansu, men Casapon and Sukam. Every comforted you okay with water. But Cantamansu for earnings you. It is a Ghana water for a team. I'm a strong one. And a pay me go to you for many Dr. Ramsey, mini Mahama, ya pacho. Monshana Monsieur. Now, Minia Galansam says, send me a year king. I just said, what do we need a conhunu? So because Gadam say, I just can't break Ghana Maya, Missing Woo. Or here at the Bano, as one say, Sika at the break Ghana mine. Match them. Yeah. Me track course be for the climate change. And I'm a permanent 170 students say ye per se ye mitigate climate change there me don't call forest. Among grace forest what ye na ye ba na ye be ye ama be a asay yina e sign e reclaiming forest na ye be ye. Na me don't call Atiwa forest.
Okay.
I went through Suhum, Anum, Apapem, and I made the Wura village before say Obuo ho and ye Wura mu. Speaker. Na Obuo ho no e ho na ayensu source no efriba.
I river yensu.
Ai. And ye Wura ho. Ramsey, doctor. Me see e call ye no. Forest the mu deep forest me go to China for.
Onu efe.
Ye China for no esin chain. Ensu na ewo ho no ebie ni ehyen obekasi ahwie anwa aguani enti me interrogate ye god no dey come say ma hu say ensu no I say dey dey no say chemicals o ana mo dey aguani na che say from the source of Yesu Christ no ya pollution no asa say gold enti ni enti me say edio hinya kese brega na mindset sika na say afa na me ba ho na speaker am say me hwe wanim kra am say wan tena kura say me doctor na tena kura say wanim ye fa do wan tena kura say
the under and now
Mr. Speaker
and now we dem you crazy ni
Mr. Speaker this god dey about god me mahama about tonight ono to say lato you know di ye on go say and go ya so hwene so hwene
krabia say e wo western region kosi ashanti region ba bia me dim
well so kai say me no say ye omo ye duan mo say
ko bu manso kwantam pom ba bia me
yeah say ye the duan chance won no ya so hwene ya you choose between life and death into so onom e ho dey feedback na say speaker be kaya ne wadi be for say ajoku ende me choose Dr. Ramsey ehunu bi da ajoku a de tunsuo eyi enam ene nkoto
yeah
ohia ni wa akwafuo mu a ohia sika de ohia ne se da joku o banche body o na afuom o nya do bi bia set akanam
those days
onya de
those days abebi ene ade nyina
onya de joku tu mu within 30 minutes ayema ene nam ete hu hia se o so sprint ka se kokoto sa ne ma ne biom
no go di ma de kro
Meaning the okay. As a king, or modifications or modifications. A craft to be sir.
Well, sir, I don't know how much who be that until the border.
And your trap is made up of cane and I said maybe
okay.
A trap that's made of cane. Tree didn't answer me. Aha, but when you say a trap.
TV so.
But it depends. It depends on. Look, it depends on community. Maybe I could be any deal.
Exactly.
Nah, bra. O nyote kurase no. O nyesika. So nyasa ni me ya o ye okay. But then look at the number of people in a village. Now out of that number of people no, kakra bi pe enenya gold no ho mfaso. One more depending on a number more in Sium in cotton san mani ninano. Esani galam say ye two any and draw a yedigunti and then a one in awu and patani mubium
the classy for mammy
and patano any mubium nkoto any mubium and it's for ina first crown munisika and talk and nambium and then I was say all done the skinny at me konya bibi edie and so say oh here the Bragana mine as on sensika galamsey at the brain. And this amokasi yensia yembra ano anasi yensia no a before amoso. As I say and now no ka say want to me cry brand mpo and okura say wo sensuo a den anom. And then mu kwa fuo mu a ya top water. Na so na moko. Na mmre bi atwam de ohia ne kura anase sa ahaban ye ton wache unya mwa wo de bonsuo no mu a wo de si wa no
yes opani
a na ebi kwa de mo no ebom ewu so de musa na de enom anasa ne men ye de eni ho biem ente ho be hiye say ye nyina ye ka etibom ne ekutie sa galamse no te fra emergency ye say nika emergency a meji machi
Dr. Ramsey mabinchi obemu mami.
Yo speaker make nano we say galamsey no is poverty in disguise.
95.1
that is my definition of galamsey.
Galamsey is poverty in disguise.
Yes. Because speaker
I think Brefo and Richie through that though. Oh yeah, way.
Well, how many? Champagne for few and poison for
over President Mahama's over 4 million people are into galamsey.
Well, the data is even more than 4 million.
Okay.
It is 5.5 million actually.
5.5 million.
Yes.
And a lot of them are rich.
Well,
very rich.
Mr. Speaker, it is still poverty in disguise. Those that are rich are the kingpins.
Okay.
Do you get it? Because if you look at the value chain now, Nkrofo on here at Chomupa, and it boys are more and more mututu adiano. They are now the more pretty champagne, the and excavators, the account. But galamsey indeed is poverty in disguise. We share the World Bank policy notes for 2025. The indicator say
95.1
the poverty incidence rate in rural Ghana is 80%. So clearly, if you have a poverty incidence rate of 80%, obviously in any region in Ghana that has gold underneath its solar, people would indulge in galamsey for survival.
Okay.
And you know, speaker, the fight against galamsey, any MPP, any NDC, any movement for change, and Ghana for yeku. The moment, sir, ye per se ye trace our discussion into the political arena.
Yeah.
Mr. Speaker, we will fill that fight down flat.
You be failing.
Already, Crown, we are failing. We are on the brink. Akaka kra yenya drew threshold no. Na at the end of the year it will be out of hands.
FM 95.1.
Mesre all political stakeholders. The president met with the CSOs.
Yeah.
I want to see a political dialogue going forward to bring all political actors so that yebetima tenasi a George Ashe senior yebetimi are promoting that political will to be able to fight galamsey, devoid of all partisan agenda and that's an interest. Mr. Speaker, yes, at the end of the fight we yentimi drew a tree.
Okay.
Now, we share the current statistics now. We are told, sir, the forest reserves no aseno out of 288, 44 assay. And there are many more also assay. Stability units, at some point in some of the river bodies, it's about 12,000 NTU. Oshe Sisia now the mining landscape now. Small scale miners have now dominated the mining landscape because they contribute now to 52% than the large scale. Now, Speaker, the Gold Board Eba refute some allegations, but my point is that they should not hasten among two Utiasia. They should not always come on the defense. How many months? Sir, they are refuting the claims that they don't have access to illegal gold from illegal miners. It's too early. If you look at the statistics, and I'm not alleging that they buy gold from illegal sources, but if you look at the statistics now, 45% of Ghana's total gold production comes from our small scale miners. Out of this 45%, 85 to 90% of small scale mining in Ghana is illegal. So, Mr. Speaker, if the Gold Board is telling us that they have rationalized the supply of gold targeting small scale miners now, are you telling me, sir, there cannot be a possibility that some of these gold from illegal miners would have been procured by them? I am not alleging, but I mean statistics.
How do you even determine, say, away from this place?
Exactly. Another weakness, they say.
No. So I want to say there, you need to understand the operational structure of the Gold Board, because Gold they have what they call traceability model. Okay. And they must be able to trace. And the owner or gold now, the buyer has a Gold Board receipt to fill the details of wona beton gold no the mano. Now, baby, a gold you must be able to clearly state the American notice, and it's part of compliance. I mean, and for that you may want to ask questions, but clearly there are systems in place.
Mr. Speaker.
Dr. Ramsey,
Mr. Speaker,
I'm just telling you.
I know, and that's why
I'm just telling you what the law requires and what is
Mr. Speaker, this is public knowledge. But the question he raised, let's go deep into. It's a very rational question. Now, Obisai, he said, "Sir, how do you trace it? How? That model does not determine how they trace it. It is not efficient. I don't want to go into that arena." Because my brother is here, I can buttress a lot of things. Recently, a licensed gold buyer was arrested by the Gold Board. And yes, sir, for what? Smuggling. So if a licensed person, it means smuggle crowd, how much more even the aggregators going to buy from illegal sources? So, Mr. Speaker, let's not delve into this. We want a collective effort. That is why I don't want to go towards that side. And that's why I'm saying that based on the statistics here, 80 to 95% of small scale miners are illegal, and definitely there could be a possibility. I am not alleging that it is there, it's factual, but there could be a possibility, say, maybe traces of these illegal gold supply would end up in the hands of the Gold Board for export.
Nobody is doubting that, but exactly. I was only giving him the existing model Gold Board in the year Juma. For the purposes of public 8 years, so that it doesn't look as if say there are no measures to check. I just wanted to indicate that we have that in place.
And Mr. Speaker, they've been in office for 9 months, right? Gold Board and chair. So you cannot stop this thing impetuously. It will take time.
And you can also not fault them also because of the facts they are now putting certain.
Who is faulting them? Obi are faulting Gold Board. Why would I say, sir, something is not right and then now come and fault them? I'm not contradicting. I will not contradict myself.
I'm saying that if people acknowledge that they've been in not quite long, then equally we can also pardon them on certain things because the reforms are now, or the new policies are now being enforced or implemented. That's all what not you in particular.
Okay,
not
great,
you in particular.
Great. So, Mr. Speaker, another thing is, the lead up to the Gold Border, it was taken to Parliament. the act was ratified, it was passed. And yes, sir. LI 2462.
LI 2462.
Nah, LI 2462.
Because I go microphone.
Mr. Speaker, LI 2462. I could see saying. I would have thought said. The speed.
Me know where the home come.
Yeah, the home come. But Mr. Speaker, LI 2462. And also, sir, I could see saying. I would have thought said.
Most are buying repeal. I might as well be repeal.
But I am saying, sir.
Yes.
Galam saying who some neka. Money now forest reserves neka, especially to safeguard globally significant biodiversity areas. And who some neka. Do you understand? For the benefit of the climate. We have a climate expert here. And he knows that the anthropogenic activities of illegal miners is affecting our biodiversity.
Of course, yes.
And you know, the speed at which they tackled the smuggling of gold, no. I thought, sir, they would have also used the same speed, no, to revoke LI 2462, to amend the Minerals and Mining Act 703, to safeguard mining operations here so that they become sustainable and then have a positive effect on our environment.
Okay.
I would have thought that the NDC would have done that. Gold board,
no, just a repeal, not China.
Gold board, no, yeah, but my basso, because now we are raking in over $7 billion in foreign currency. Yes. That is significant. PMMC was not even making $100 million a year profit. Debida. So I know they say about my basso, but again, we are talking about the environment.
Okay.
What have you done? You understand? You tell us that 9 months but at the end of the day, the fundamental issue is not solved.
Okay.
You can, which is a law.
That's for mommy.
It's a legal framework. It is a speaker. We are calling the president.
Lord, I know where the home commodity.
I know there have been a speaker.
The exigencies of the situation.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker. More the speed. Enacting gold board now. Move fast speed Susa and revoke LI 246 and amend at 703. But Mr. Speaker, movement for change, no. Your 10-point policy recommendation on Galamsey and to solve Galamsey. No.
Speaker.
Yes.
I misunderstand. The same. The Cantamanto Assembly. Minia penny at the buy, no. I just Catamanso. I think say
Catamanto then.
Yeah. Catamanso. I don't think it has a direct consequences or reasons for the Galamsey issues.
No, see sometimes an inference.
I know.
If this thing is happening over there, how much more?
No, I agree.
This is almost you are saying. So I use it for an.
I agree with you.
So I say I need director. They mean one yard.
But the entire person me retreated the point and say, Nkofo 80. I just want to re-emphasize on your fact, say. A whole year to Galamsey.
I said it.
Issues of areas are and so any one cry didn't start today.
Okay.
It didn't start today. So me person
will be worsened by Galamsey.
No, I mean I don't have issue
about a link to Galamsey.
No, I don't want us to create that impression.
No. Water supply has been worsened by Galamsey.
No, do we agree? Yes, exactly. But on hindsight, what Godwin Aircandle said, I mean, we were in this country. Adenta had a whole lot of water crisis until President Mahama Baya or Tennessee I started say. So I mean, in Accra we've experienced those challenges.
Oh yes. So
he is only saying let us not link it because it's been an old age challenge.
When you go and cite that example, it create an impression in the minds of somebody.
Okay.
Say such issues can be because of Galamsey. You that is by the way. But two.
The NT me go for some the bar yeah me can say no a to Galamsey no sa dey na esi esa ni su papa omunya enom how much more baby ye to Galamsey say what will happen over there.
So it's good I have got it and you have clarified again to help me clarify any doubt in the mind of people. Two.
I tell you for that you trying to be mischief.
And you see, my other brothers make you point on the airline. You see, the fact is, Obi Bia Obeka say, 9 months more enough to have repealed LI. I agree with you because we made a point against it. We made a point against it. However, you see, Speaker, you see, it's better late. You see, it's better late than never. As me know, Kasa ende, no less a person like the president and other prominent people in government, and make the point emphatic. Say, Parliament ever back from recess, we will table the LI before Parliament for its revocation.
Okay.
Parliament mean to in less than a month. Ebeba back to recess. Why don't we give the government the benefit of the doubt? Because it's just in less than 1 month. Because we have said that.
There's a Parliament, you know. Say, one more recess, a crane, idea here by you call
certificate. I agree with for me, for me, whatever everybody will say, as I said, Obia has the right to share his opinion. But the American say it's better late than never.
And you have the mandate to do what is right.
Assurance in the
interest of the people.
About the act, the Mining Act 2, there has been
703.
No, we have worked on it to do amendment.
The
Mining Act. Yeah, they've worked on it. Yes. That we are doing amendment in it. So all your 2 issues is ongoing and we'll resolve it. Let me go into the Galamsey issue. Speaker. People are calling for state of emergency. Asema mi bisa ne say. Emiri bia wo kan, ye bia say when we were in opposition, people called for state of emergency. But yenhwe circumstances. Neighbor, the time in the year 2020, MPP withdraw all security agencies in the forest reserve and no fighting against Galamsey. 2024, 2023, 2024, there was no single security agency that were fighting Galamsey. They withdrew all of them. That at that same time, now yenya issues reporter na concerning government officials are officially involved in Galamsey. Now buying a tiada, wa ignore. So if you look at the will of that then government, tells you say. No munye ready so mbe kwetia Galamsey menace. So the call was necessary. The issue today is yembisa ye say niema ben na ban ni die gu akwemu e kire say they have that political will because say who declare state of emergency. It's not just by word of mouth say you declare state of emergency.
Me too, me person me 2 points.
Say openly you be one no cracker say you declare state of emergency and you don't have the will to institute certain measures after declaration, it will still be a host. We won't have any effect on it. In the issue ni say sabaini the niema ye necessary gu akwemu indicate say the government is doing well. What we need to rather do is to applaud the government and still ask for more. Yenka se Galamsey eswetwa ena yenka se nkofo ejai Galamsey eye
enti wonwa ya che woto Galamsey es na ya che woto prison na owura mahama ka se oba obeyi omu ina wayi omu na so msa shew
so oba e so on you on ye
be so shebo
no me ba oba e so on you don't worry ena me so oba e on you
ena say na me ti say we dey offer back do me dem
no none of them has been released. That's what I can tell you.
Okay,
none of them has been released. They baby say they in a year
95.1
enti susu say it indicates that willingness of a government.
Godwin, and your willingness na Ghana for him.
No, okasa.
Maybe to us. And your willingness na Ghana for him. Ghana for a pragmatic solution.
Sure.
Bold solution to say, this is a canker. The war can in time past when you were in your position, you were privy to and your man the more reason why and as we speak this morning aban ayeden asesa there are hopes that Ghanaians are entrusted in President Mahama and the NDC to fight some of these menace. And it is not about your war, so war political war. Now we did 9 months. Tax force, koso munko forest, and answer wo to your friend is a blue water gas. So munko garden show. That is not what Ghanaians are looking for. Ghanaians are saying it's a declared state of emergency in all those areas. Yambani, I mean, in all those areas.
So declare state of emergency. They are can say.
President Kufuor you be okay.
Me say, who the niema begu akwemu. And we have declared our forests and river bodies a red zone. State of emergency is equally like a red zone area that is a no-go area. No, me say it is like because immediately you declare place as a state of emergency. What it means is that nobody can step foot there. Likewise, when we say baby a red zone, you equally cannot step foot there. But I've told you that state of emergency is not just word of mouth. You need certain pragmatic measures to put in place to be able to get a result.
In the midst of, I mean, security zones are more declared and for year oh yeah.
Speaker, Speaker, when I end you will get me. So what I'm saying is that Uka say we have pragmatic measures. Speaker, before out of the 288 forests, now you're mining about 44% of those forest reserves in Ghana. 9 was an area that Ghana as a state we lost jurisdiction of those 9 forest reserves. Under the MPP, they couldn't step there, not even the police.
There's no proof to it.
Let me ask you a question. Has any MPP person, immediate past minister of land, Akachira will say what we are saying is not true?
Why are you not prosecuting?
But everyone say, to me, emphasis say, both NDC and MPP. Because let me read a comment from the report for you. I'll say, in the Wasa East District, a former NDC deputy minister who is also MP for the Wasa East constituency has been actively mining in the Subri forest for years, not in months, for years. And can I say Ghana for
this report recently the president has instructed the attorney general together with the allegation on the 2 national executives of the party say he should broaden the scope and not even limit himself to those 2 national executives or see anybody who is mentioned in this report. They should work on the report unless you have not heard it. It is an NDC for Frimpong Boating is in this country. When they start investigating on it, he authored the book. He will be called and mention names. This tells you a party, your man Penin doesn't want to shield anybody. The point I was trying to make is say we had 9 forest reserves under MPP. No Ghanaian, not even our military could enter. Could enter for good 8 years. Mino can say for less than 1 year. We have been able to retrieve all those forest reserves back to the state. What kind of bold step is more than this? That for 1 8 years, 9 forest reserves, not Ghana, not even the military, not even the president. For edidim, and mining. Nasabaya, but less than 1 year. All the 9 forest reserves back to the state. We need commendations. But it's a work in the right direction. 2, under the MPP in 8 years, all the excavators they imported into this country were not registered. 5.1. All were not registered. Today, before you would import excavator into this country, Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, GRE, and I think DVLA, and transport. For a proud approval, and send away to me import it. Who import it by? It will be registered and tracked. And Minerals Commission has done what we call geofencing of the excavators. Inti baby akasa wo di koye ejuma no. Say yasasi we na ye di amawa. They geofence your excavator around the land space. So that say wo di ye ejuma beyond your boundary. From the control room in Accra, they can easily identify and withdraw your machines. This is a bold step that you need to commend the government. 9 months so far. Obi bia wedi 9 months echi bia be the yeoman job they are doing. People had a whole village. Recently they went to Cape 3 area. Places that people had village in the forest. Back here is it Aberwan crime then. And they are stopping all those illegalities. Meaning Erastus, who is well known as a journalist, Odi illegal mining in the recently on Joy. He commended Naimos for your man job. Minka said we are out of the woods yet. But they are buying a yeno. Let us applaud because the government is showing all the political will on person way basi for the whole 8 years. Minya, with all the names of the people they mentioned in this report, Abani even went against Professor Frimpong Boateng, who authored this document. Bande, with a mere allegation, 2 national executives of the NDC has been given to Yoko. It tells you, say, Abani is not ready to shield me or shield you. Because a Nimuni Pampo, and this is not a branch executive, this is not a regional executive, national executives. You get me? The devastated nature of our forest reserves and the pollution of our water rivers. You don't need just 2 months for us to see a drastic change.
Okay.
You get the point. Yet we are working on it. It will take some few time because even from Ghana Resources, I think Water Resources Commission report. Baby and 9 months, I intensify the fight. You know, the turbidity water level has come down. So if we're able to extend to all other areas, we are likely to have a positive result. So in short, when Wamoka say, you declare state of emergency, for me, they should revert to activities abina year so far and get to the point to know, say, the government has so far shown the political will to make sure this menace is being fought. It is not about declaring of state of emergency alone that will solve this problem.
Thank you. Momento adia kakrambra me ba na ya wrap it up. Very fast, Gingimer Dental Clinic. I don't pay Gingimer that romantic pacho. A year challenge with a year was Simbia no one pacho. Gingimer that Roma. You be in idea free hall at the amount. Say, what's your man paying pacho? General examination, a mal consultation service. Now we here. I feel challenge with your teeth extraction. Now, per se, your mouth and I say teeth replacement. I don't pay Gingimer Dental Clinic at Roma. You be in at the amount a bonus scaling and a polishing and pacho ye root canal treatment and our jewelries now person will share a was sensual pay when a year Gingimer Dental Clinic in the and come na one more other Roma pacho ye be your high in idea free or gum no a war related challenges and pay pacho young crabata who do any no bet me afraid na when ya kasa you be to us here at the amount which you see and moja eba no pay you be to us here at the amount for numbers no 0559 139 582 0559 139 582 and after 0598 405674 0598 405674 na when a gentleman dental in the encomo Bacho Kumasi Abeko Brefo Junction or Total Filling Station no Echi Techiman for Beko Techiman Magazine off a year Techiman Market Road na Oni Gingimer the Din Komo Obankra ha ye wonungwa and after Atomic Down Kofroidua for Beko adjacent the police station e wo Kofroidua Market and Chenwa Pe na anope Oni Gingimer the Din Komo in free hall Takra the pipe no traffic light you were off Tadisco Junction Yeni GN Bank no and a wadan kron where mo anope when ye nin komo na yebejo so abua ye pa judgment ana bacho mother romanti o sin ho problem bia no yebeto asie e the amount na luckiest is in 3 number with luckiest ya buama we need a lot of cash and pay daily star 712 hash na select option 1 to ticket no special ticket I bet me abua ma wonso wetimi e win cash no Anopay lucky as a daroma and a yedini no at the bro. The next option no any say obeko luckiestafrica.com so na afiwako community ticket. O click so na wetimi etwa wo de anopay obe win big pa wetas. Enti fa wo ho hye mobi na baby a wo bia no mpacho ye boa mo wetimi enyeska win over 500 times your stakes. Sika wo de shame no ye mambo ho bebre anopay luckiest adaroma and ye de Nsempa dwumadi nyina no at the April. Bajofa ho hye mu bi na obe we ne cash pa wo mo ada Roma ana anopay wo mo etimi aboaye na me ba ma bedwafo ne so na ya wrap up sene so ma me say onua TV bacho ye di dwumadi so nkokra at the aba ye frɛ no ejoma ho fe. If you are a queen in the marketplace, this is your time. Who fe would you who this a bedroom who are more ye jumani dia on our teso dia but your pageant way ya dia ba se won so betimi edo ho ahyemobe na onia TV ada romanti se wo tamale wo kumase wo hamle tachiman takrade baby a wo bia no mpacho ye bie kwan ne dia to ho for audition and to person we are part of this reality show beauty pageant basu ya mpacho shenen so mami se Makola shopping mall Friday 17th October 10 a.m. anopa no ndu pepepe na yede eye audition no e de hyehyɛ so na afi mo amowo Madina ene ne mpache mo no mpacho memory da 18th October ye beba eye Madina market na yaba be ye audition no e wo ho pageant eba e wo TV screens so enche kra na minim se prizes are hold on mpacho woti a wani beji pa afi on the 29th of October TV3 premises here ewo media general ha ye be audition kese pa ba konso ewa ha na afi ye dia select wo mo a wo mo be part of the pageant na afi wati me aka ho bi afi Kaswa market Malam market Dome market Abeka market Ketia Kumasi market Ketia I don't know Ho market and as a market circle what takrade Dinyina no mpacho mo time with the monso mo brain set one so ubetimi aye a part of it. Now it is highly brought to you by Gino and Afe and Napa. But your pageant would do Hoshemo be now winning 50,000 Ghana cedis physical cash. Yeah, the amount clear now what to me and your sort of Afe your mouth trip to Dubai. What also second I amount 20,000 Ghana cedis said the home appliances said the appear so the amount. Third place and our second runner up Ebenya 10,000 Ghana cedis with a lot of gifts I will be to me at the Akofie. And to be a part of it, now one so far who will be there boy. Media General and Unia TV and at the bro. Pacho for who will be Nejuma who feed you media Ubenya some fast will be brave. My member my big for so 1 minute eat me breno aso na yam wrap up na yanko. Mzawanda 1 minute na yanko.
Yo, anopay the nanka and the 1 minute to make us say Article 75 Omampay Mahama Amfa Nyejuma ewo enipa America for achi omo esane etutrasem
Article 75 ratification and what's
ana mekan ana yamfa Nyejuma eno ne ade a ehame anka next year menya beka ho ase
na de na pese Omampanyin ye.
Oh, anka ansa ne de saafo ya mufi America eji o mahwo eba Ghana no. Embra no kire se anka o se di kan ko parliament. Ye ratify ansa na kra no ye ji saafo yi ewa ha. Ne nti a
ratification does not mean say wo beye ansa na de na take effect. It is either say wo beye and na say why ye wie no kra no you can still go and ratify. And
the nti a make us say the nti a make us whether you go or ansa na be kwa ansa na ene de hu hia me. Ne hu hia me kese say in 2016 yeah the same thing and but yeah Muhammad Umar Muhammad bin Afef and Khalid Muhammad Sali Al Dubi ebaye Ghana ha wambreko Ghana for ebobna ayantie e de mbaye safo e de mo ba nyina no ebi mo status no enye mo nyina no mo yakro den enta me kan wasem no entie de mo ba ehimfo na wose ajamutum wan na wose yanyamu entum
what's your foreign affairs minister
Osei
what's your minister
Matie what you say one guy be ambrante before your friend the din zi Garcia anko oba oman no mu a yati obia ebobo na say onye no Ghana for so akase yenye no ne nti a meka wa asam kese ya
because me bisa say what's your minister because minister akase Obia oye deportee a yede ne ba ye bia no eye obia oye West African citizen. By the ECOWAS treaty no omo call into this agreement. They told the American government say enya ade a wo mo beji obia, okay, onye African. Even if say oye African, okay, by AU treaties near no, they are bound by it. But most precisely because ye say ECOWAS treaty ye jumanti, ye nuanuma free other West African countries or nations no. So of course, yes. I mean, there is no cause for alarm.
Matia, the entire American was 7 say. Even about 2016, you can say, yeah, Pesa, get more to 4 years. Hano, Tinty, oh my. Why now, Opozu, what do Atef and then Dubi? Yang Opozu, Yang Foma. Ghana Fon Casantia. Yeah, mama. Best in the south for money Ghana ha. Yeah, many so money Ghana ha.
Mama ba mo cause problems here na.
There be me say money Ghana ha na. Hwe obetumi atobo atwa asuo afrew. Enye da na woto sa boro na wonfe be ya wo ya.
Okay.
Ye nim nyamo ye. Obeka so security ani samu. Ghana for say ye mpa mo. Ya mfa mo ama na.
Me da say Dr. Edisa 1 minute na me come time aso.
Speaker, no 1 minute no akọ 10.
Well, dear, Galamsey na semno me mesre or political actors.
Okay, including your own movement.
It's a movement in there. We have the ultimate solution. We have not indulged in any partisanship in this fight. Indeed, we are for a government of national unity.
Okay.
We have the collectivist approach, and we believe that Galamsey.
95.1.
For us to win this fight, we need the collective effort of each and every political actor in this country.
Okay.
And our traditional authorities. That is why we are calling on the president to expedite processes to ban mining for 1 year, small-scale mining for 1 year. And under this period, he should liaise with the Water Research Institute of the CSIR and the EPA so that they can be funded with funds to bring about technological and innovative solutions to be able to recuperate our water bodies and our forest reserves.
Okay.
And lastly, our traditional authorities have been disrespected for so long under this 1992 Republican Constitution. We believe that in going forward in a new era for Ghana, Article 257(6) of the 1992 Constitution should be amended. And our traditional authorities should be co-trustees of our mineral resources in this country. So that collectively, encouragement, right? Because share to be able to fight.
But for now, the president and Article 256 and 257 holds it in trust for and on behalf of the people
That's
of
what I'm saying. That is an amendment that we want to see.
Mr. Speaker, in the year 2024, before I went to Abano, there were a lot of mining licenses that were given that did not go through the right legal framework. Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources revoke 55 licenses. Meno ka say 250 are likely to face a possible revocation.
95.1.
Meno also ka say abayane baye we have not issued a single mining license yet. Me kamo obi atiasie hu say we are fighting the thing. We could equally give license. But you cannot be fighting something and be adding up. You get the point. Until you share all those issues, and as we speak, you issue even a single license yet.
Okay.
Specifically, my last point is that Mr. Ghana phone in Yenka say Galamsey Suecha. We need their collective buy-in. That is why what all government communicators are. When you share your opinion, we take it in good faith. And we relay it to the appropriate quarter because Ghana, even though a part in the form a bino, you see, conformone usikrumwa, about Timubi. I think that the Ghanaian we have, we need all your buy-in to make sure we fight this menace.
Thank
you. Mamina mi production team as led by Nana Kwame Obin, Lois, and DJ Kombo. Me need Kwame Appiah Kubi. And the West NT Felicia will say my very own Eddie Juma to Amonina. So stay with her and the rest of our programs. I don't do me any ochina. You best answer anywhere, dear. Good morning, Ghana.